New York City, 6 a.m. An out-of-control satellite radio show is being broadcasted to millions of Americans. At the controls, Greg Hughes, a father.
Oh, this is perfect. This is how it should be.
Anthony Cumia, an alcoholic.
Hey, hi.
And Jim Norton, a comedian.
It's me! I work here!
Glad I got that one out.
Are we on live now? Is it happening? This is it?
The three men make up the Opie and Anthony Show, a popular radio program known for its cringe style of entertainment and having very few limits.
I like where this is going. I'm seeing a lot of options here.
This is like different than any other radio.
No telling what we're going to hear in here today. Tits, ass, tons of cuss words.
It's just not like radio. It's just like hanging out.
In the past, they have been accused of multiple FCC violations and have even gotten their show suspended from satellite radio.
This is why. This is American freedom of speech.
It's good on every level.
Insane.
Every second is funny.
Wildly funny.
And philosophically spotless.
Everything you are about to hear is real. Real people, real excitement. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, everything's fucked up.
Is it?
Yep.
It's saying it kind of sounds... My side doesn't sound bad.
Let me try this. Testing.
There we go. Hi, everybody.
That sounds all right. Not really.
Hi, people. Wow.
Maybe it's all the water in my ears.
Is that it?
The sound of waves.
Out there at the beach?
The beach house.
Yeah.
Best thing I've done in years, having a beach house for the summer.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
You don't realize there's a world out there when you're at a beach.
You kind of don't pay attention to anything going on in the world. And
Yeah. Paid attention a little bit.
A little bit.
Had a few bumps in the road over the last week, but...
Why are you on vacation when the disco You should pick the hell of a week. All right. Don't worry, we'll come back.
Yeah, we'll talk about everything we missed, I guess.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, my God. Where do we begin? I went to Vegas.
Yeah.
I was at the ocean. Jimmy was in L.A.
I know. It's so interesting to keep tabs on everyone on Twitter, you know?
It's kind of cool,
like,
right?
Oh, look what you're up to. Oh, Jimmy's doing some podcasts and having fun and doing shows and talking to people. Oh, Opie's there at the beach, fending off a fucking
tsunami of hate.
Army of hatred.
There was a tsunami of hate. Oh, my God. I will never look at Twitter hate ever again the same way. Nah. These motherfuckers.
Crazy.
They come in like a tsunami. They try to wipe out everything, and then they just move on to something else.
Like a locust.
I went from... I exaggerate when I was telling other people, but no exaggeration, at least 250,000 hate tweets. At least. At least. And then within 2 or 3 days, it trickled down to almost nothing. So it was like locusts. They come in and just fucking destroy your soul.
And then move on.
Destroy your internet presence, and then they move on to the next disgusting video or whatever the fuck they're into.
It's like every alien movie where they come to Earth. Oh, no, they've come here to use our resources, then move on.
Oh, man.
That's what they're doing. But
it was like locusts.
Well, you know what? You shouldn't have taken such a topical video. And
why would he put that video up now? Because I thought it'd be all right. How's that for an answer?
You just can't imagine.
Wasn't that online already, too?
Oh, yes.
The video has been online for 7 fucking years. And there's some good quality hate in that version.
Oh.
But it only did about 40,000 views. And people have been requesting some of our old videos, and we got them laying around. So I'm like... all right, I'll put it up there. Fuck it. It's been 7 years.
Are the people that wrote the original hate on the original one, because it's been there for 7 years, are they mad at the new haters because they got on like bandwagon jumpers? Hey, I've been hating that video for years, man.
Right. And then I don't even know where to begin. Like, I can't believe something that we did, mostly me, obviously. 7 years ago is coming to light now.
Ridiculous. Because that's the world we live in now.
We're all fucking susceptible to that.
Everyone, it doesn't matter if it was 7 years ago. Everyone can look at something that you did now, take it completely out of context, get their holier than thou attitude, and start lambasting you for shit.
Of course, I don't know. I mean, I think most people know, but 7 years ago, I jumped on a homeless guy's cake, but it wasn't just any homeless guy. And it was a shitty...
It was Andrew.
It was a shitty stale cake that he had next to him that day.
It was our pal.
And he was our pal.
Yeah.
We talked to the guy pretty much every day.
Every day on the walkover.
The walkover from K-Rock to the XM studio.
We had a few homeless people that we would talk to on the way.
And know why we had a few homeless people to talk to every day? Because they knew we were coming every day. They were opportunists.
Because we gave them money and food and shit.
So we would see the same guys, and then the word would get out. That sidewalk started getting, pretty crowded. Because the word got out, like, there's a whole bunch of people that will walk down the sidewalk every day with microphones. They will talk to you for a little bit, and then they and their fans will just give money. A lot more money than an average day for these guys. And I'm not even trying to justify anything. And I'm just trying to get the facts out there and the story out there. I haven't apologized or any of that shit. I'm just getting the facts out there as I remember them, because I forgot all about this.
7 years.
But they don't give a fuck that it was 7 years ago. They feel like it happened yesterday. I personally, I'll tell you this much, have changed in a way where I don't even think I would do that for a radio show now.
Yeah.
Back then I would, yes, of course.
Yeah.
I was different. Most people are different 7 years ago than they are today.
That fucking one dick bag that was posting the stills from the video. And here you are only leaving $1. It's like, oh, really? So everything happened between the time the video started and ended?
Right.
It was the guy he got money, he got food. It didn't put him back at all. He had a great time, like a fucking human being with people. So shut the fuck up.
Well, it was like I literally felt like I was the codependent wife defending my husband as I was on the fucking like we had been at the party the night before and you drunkenly stomped a cake and I'm like, you don't understand. You said a lot of pressure at work. But I was actually I explained this a couple of times while I was at, which was fine. It was fun to talk about. But it was like they don't understand the totality of the relationship with this guy. Like it was a guy. You did that as a dick move to a guy that you do something to somebody you know. Like the same way. Like we knew this guy. It wasn't, hey, let's be mean to a homeless guy. It was like, let's do something funny to somebody that we know who's okay. It's a weird
fucking Andrew.
There's a difference between that and a total stranger. It's a total difference.
And I totally understand what you're saying, but those people, they will never even, like, they will not even listen to the explanation.
So you
whatsoever.
can put a price on a man's dignity?
No.
Get it.
The one thing I did say, because there was a follow-up video, because we found audio of us talking to the guy.
Yeah.
I don't even know, because like I said, it's been 7 years, but it was probably a couple weeks later, maybe a week later. I don't even know.
I think it was like a week, yeah.
And in that video, I do write, of course I would not just jump on a homeless guy's cake. The context is that he became a friend of the show.
Yeah.
We saw him every fucking day. We messed with him every day. We goofed on him every day.
Yeah.
And he kind of goofed on us back.
Yes. It was fun.
And
it was fun.
So I felt in that world, the world we live in, it was completely acceptable that day to jump on his stale cake, make Jimmy and Anthony cringe a little bit, knowing the guy would be completely fine with it, which he was.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he was going to go. First of all, the reason he got money after that is he would have gotten money anyway.
Yeah.
It was like people gave him money just because he was the guy we stopped and chatted with. So you weren't just. Everybody would have been horrified if we were just walking out of context. You jumped on a strange man's cake.
Right. Yeah.
First of all, you wouldn't have because you might have got sliced with a razor. No, does anybody realize that you wouldn't jump on a homeless guy's cake unless you knew him?
No.
Because you don't know how he would react.
It's fucking insane.
You wouldn't do it to a guy who might pick up a broken bottle and stab you with it.
Of course not.
You do it to a guy who you know, who you're comfortable with, and there's a huge difference. We were friendly with that guy, and it was funny because of that.
Right.
It was like when and this is a different example, but like when I was on McDougal Street, and I had a nice slice of pizza, and I hadn't even taken a bite, and Louis walked over and slapped it out of my hand to the ground. Now I know the difference, homeless guy, But that was hilarious because nobody thought I'm not going to get more pizza.
Right.
It was just a guy being a dick knocking pizza out of my hand.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't just walk down the sidewalk and do that to someone he doesn't know.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I wouldn't.
But again, it's the age we are living in now gives everyone a voice. And that voice is just whatever they want to take out of context, whatever minute they want to be fucking holier than thou and jump on this cause du jour or whatever it is. That's the world we live in now. So everyone had this voice. They see something. They don't even know what the fuck it is, really, but they're outraged. Oh, boy.
They're really outraged. You know, I'm a piece of shit. I'm a piece of shit for other reasons, but not from a 1-minute video from 7 years ago.
Did you ever piss into Louis' oatmeal? Someone's saying,
Did I do that?
how about when Louis was eating oatmeal and Jimmy urinated in it?
I didn't even remember that.
I think like he went to the bathroom or something, and you
pissed in his oatmeal.
You went over there and you took his oatmeal and you pissed in it during a break or something.
Oh, I didn't even remember that.
Oh, is that funny?
I had no memory of that's the world we live in.
Yeah.
That should be something I remember every day when I wake up.
Oh my God, I pissed in a man's oatmeal.
But it's not a stretch that we did this with other people
No,
within our
no,
circle,
not at all.
including homeless people.
Homeless people, fucking, yeah. Stalker Patty, friends of the show. That's just how it is.
And, you know, there was more video that day, but when you're trying to make a video, that's you don't want to give away the stuff that happens after the big punchline.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because then it's not as entertaining for people. You know, when the mics go off and you see us all like taking out our fucking wallets and paying off, you know, someone.
Oh yeah, that's hilarious. Yeah, it ruins the whole fucking moment.
Right.
Yeah, you don't want people to see you being nice in video.
No.
Oh,
I hate that. I don't want that rare occurrence to be seen.
No.
Oh, what do you got? Did you find
It was
it?
actually live on the air.
It was
Oh,
live.
really?
Yeah, you want to hear it?
Yeah,
Sure.
Of course we do.
Jesus.
Democratic notion to say
And you're not even wrong.
Jim is pissing in my oatmeal. Jim is literally pissing into my oatmeal. I was half done. He just pissed into it.
I thought he was just going to stick his dick in it.
That's what I thought too.
I'm like, all right, it's pretty
All
funny.
right, I'll still eat it.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, if his dick was near it, I would still eat it.
Right, but no, it actually.
You just pissed into my oatmeal.
Look, Jimmy just pulled his dick out
And pissed into my oatmeal. By the way, how do you have that kind of control that you can just
turn it on and off
piss
like
an
a
ounce?
spigot?
It's like your piss is a syringe with the fucking those little black gradiated lines on it.
Louis making
How many cc's was that?
Holy shit!
Louis making some good points
Oh
here.
my god!
That's what he thinks of what you have to say.
No, it just had to be done. The oatmeal was mocking me, daring me to urinate on it.
Like a fucking cat. You know, just have to piss. That's mine now.
A couple things on the homeless Charlie thing. We never saw the guy.
and
see, then we got homeless
explaining
Charlie.
something else.
Yeah.
See, we were really close with the homeless.
Yes.
What year was that?
To be Tom.
2010.
You know,
3
it's-
years ago.
And I'm glad. It's funny. So I thought of this as I was watching the video, the cake stomp. I'm like,
Right.
that's the one time I'm really happy that Steve would watermark everything.
Right.
With the date. Because I didn't
Yes.
remember that was so many fucking years ago.
It was
man,
6
right?
to 7 years ago. It's really hard to explain our world to people that don't live in this circle of ours, where it's
Yeah.
completely acceptable in the end to piss in someone's oatmeal. You can't do that at your job.
Go ahead. Go up to the receptionist
Right.
at your workplace right now and just piss in her breakfast.
You just can't do that.
That's funny.
But we live in this really fucking strange world, and then
Yes,
when
we do.
when the outsiders, the people mostly that attacked in the last week, are outsiders that have really never heard this show. To be honest with you, I mean, the whole hip hop community got involved because World Star Hip Hop posted the video.
They are the fucking benchmark for morality.
Right.
Oh, I disagree.
Oh, Jimmy.
Yeah, they're completely outraged by the 1 minute homeless video. But the shit that's on World Star Hip Hop, and I'm not trashing the guys because I go there. Their videos are crazy and
5 guys
out of control. But
beating the shit out of one guy, blindside punches, kicking.
But
it's great.
They're okay with all those videos, but this is the one that really got to them for some reason. I don't get it.
That's why I just I can't fucking deal with the phony outrage that we live in a world now that's just phony outrage.
What bothered me the most, I understand why people would see that, and sit and go, "What the fuck?" Because if you don't know the show, all you see is a guy jumping on a homeless guy's cake, and you hear laughing. They don't understand that those are fans, and those are all people who genuinely liked Andrew, and he genuinely liked us. And we were talking to him about his drinking and trying to get him to stop, and then and then they did a homeless shopping spree. They just didn't understand the fact that we did the homeless shopping spree, but those homeless guys were loved. They were rock stars.
When they were trying to goof on that. They were saying, and they've also done something called a homeless shopping
They just don't know anybody. These people who don't listen to the show just don't understand that.
It's where we give homeless people money so they could buy winter clothes and be treated like fucking rock stars for a day.
They were never mocked when they did
assholes.
But to be honest, the homeless shopping spree started out as a goof. Yes, bring homeless people to the mall and bother a lot of people.
Yep.
But something happened with that whole thing where we spun that and went, holy crap, these guys are like rock stars for a day.
Yeah, yep.
And the whole bit changed.
People loved them. People love those guys.
Yeah, man. Thousands of people would show up in the malls.
Everyone was behind
with the homeless.
And Grey Wolf, and I also had to point out that it was Opie who pushed fucking for Mustard. We didn't give a shit about I mean, we cared about him as a man, but you're the one who he did the song. Yeah, me and Ant didn't push for him to get a recording contract.
Really
you were the one trying to get this guy a recording contract and a deal, and it's and again, but people don't see that, so I have to say it because you don't, but people don't see that shit.
Well, it's I sound like an asshole if I bring up the good shit. What?
I felt obligated.
That's why I'm here, because you can't talk to these people. I had one tweet. I'm like, you can't explain yourself to people that choose not to listen.
Right.
Yeah. You don't have to like what happened and all that, but you don't even get past the point of these people even listening to what you have to say.
And it was hard to explain that. First of all, it was not me who stomped the cake. But more importantly, no, it's funny when people just don't understand the whole picture. And I almost get why they would see that and get pissed off. All right, how would I feel if I didn't know the show?
Right.
How do you explain the texture of the show and our relationships with people?
But those people, they don't care. They don't care about any of that. They don't care about the relationship we had with the guy before, during, or after.
No.
They don't care that it was. I was walking around my beach house. I'm renting. I don't have an actual beach house. I'm just renting for the summer. And I'm just going. I'm talking to myself. I'm like, this was 7 years ago.
7 years.
7 years ago.
7 years.
And they're like, it doesn't matter. It was 7 years ago. You're a piece of shit. I'm like, it was 7 years ago.
Again.
I've worked on myself for 7 years.
All of a sudden,
7
back
years
to
ago.
being a piece of shit.
I'm like, holy fuck. And I mean this with all sincerity. I don't think I could do that same bit now. But back then, I did. Yeah. And I had no problem doing it within the context of what we do as a radio show.
Exactly.
And the relationships we build with whether they're comics or homeless people.
Context has no place in people's lives these days. It really is an amazing place we're at in history. Context means nothing anymore.
We would bring homeless guys in, Tippy Tom especially.
Oh, yeah. Love Tippy Tom.
And as a goof, Ant was out one day, I'm like, hey, co-host a show with us.
Yeah.
And he just
had to throw away all my stuff.
But how do you explain that to anyone? Also, we just bring a homeless guy that didn't know, doesn't know where his meal's coming from or where he's sleeping. Next thing you know, he's hosting a radio show with us.
Yep.
You can't explain this stuff to people.
Golden bus. Yeah.
We've always been friends to the homeless.
And
people always took care of them.
Very cool to have around.
This company kind of shut it down because we wanted to continue the homeless shopping spree, and
they wanted to do it in a fucking
Costco or something.
Costco,
and we always like bringing in the new homeless because they're just fascinating people.
Yeah,
they really are fascinating. But whatever. I mean, it was, and then they attacked. A Sandy Kane video saying, and he also smashed a homeless lady's guitar. She's not homeless, and she's an entertainer. She's been entertaining
homeless
forever. And she's another one that, in the end, was completely cool with what happened because she understood the context of the fucking radio show.
They were looking to be like, wow, look, I uncovered another one.
Right.
Like, oh, look at me. I'm a detective on the internet.
in the context of a fucking radio show. Would I walk around just smashing people's shit? No, I'd get my teeth knocked out.
Can't stand the fucking phoniness.
I'm not a brave person in the end. But in our world, and okay, everyone's going to be cool with this in the end. It's going to be a bit shocking, a bit edgy. Yeah. But I don't do this as I'm just walking around.
Oh, that fucking prune in a cowboy hat. Fuck her, too. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we did a lot. We did a lot of good by her, and in the end, she sued me and Anthony over the guitar thing.
Yeah.
She made our lives kind of miserable for a few weeks there.
That fucker.
But in the end, we were friends with her, too. She got it. She totally understood it.
Yeah.
Whatever. I think that was it, right?
Yeah, I mean, what else can you say,
I saw a couple of funny tweets where people were like, and then look what Opie did, and then it was the basketball church.
Yeah. I got good numbers. Caught. I got good numbers on that video, thanks.
I got caught.
I got good numbers on that.
Yeah. Click on that goddamn video.
Yeah. So, yeah. I guess that's all we got to say about that. I mean, they're not even going to listen to what we have to say today, but
of course not.
At least you got the whole story out there.
Those ass wipes.
7 years ago, though.
7 years.
What were you doing 7 years ago?
7 years.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Is it climbing the charts again?
No, I'm looking for like Jim said, like some people were posting like clips on Reddit of like asshole Opie, and then does something that's like
it's nothing. It's a basketball clip. It's like
right.
There's a lot of ONA fans on Reddit too. I mean, that was just
I appreciate the guys on Reddit that kind of like stood up for me and the show.
yeah. There was a lot of people.
People just didn't know what to make of it. Honestly, people who had never heard of the show or had heard of it in passing or just as a bad boy show see that, and that's all the context they have.
I understand.
And that's the problem with the world we live in.
A little fucking research.
Yeah.
Fucking A.
I understand.
Assholes.
I understand. I understand the outrage, but at least you got more of the story. It wasn't just one. It wasn't just a minute video of some random fucking homeless guy.
Yeah.
Then I'd be on your side. Fuck, we knew him by name and everything. Does anyone else out there know a homeless guy by name? We probably know 20 of them.
Good morning. Good morning.
And the line that got everybody was the line that we loved. Treat yourself. He was telling them to treat themselves.
Yeah, treat yourself. No, you know what? I don't want any homeless man sidewalk cake today.
Well, you can hear, it's funny in the video, you can hear me going, it's nothing. The one thing is I'm the codependent going, no, you have some, Andrew. Yeah. And Anthony's going, I am not touching that.
Yeah. Oh boy.
I guess that's it. So,
yeah,
more of the story. Do what you have to, I guess. But fuck.
I'm sure you'll get a little resurgence now that we talked about
it. Of course, and it'll be more hate and
a little aftershock.
But their hate's okay, but my hate's not.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe someone can explain that to me someday.
Yeah.
What I did was awful, but the things they want to happen to me now is completely acceptable because I was a piece of shit. So it doesn't matter that they're now being a piece of shit attacking what I did.
Yeah.
Yes. There's some asshole Opie does nothing while Roland gets tickled to death by a hot girl. That same asshole forces a homeless man to perform cover songs without appropriate licensing.
That's funny.
That's a good one.
There's some funny Reddit stuff.
Oh, shit.
Oh, God.
Plenty of fans.
I'm doing an AMA on Friday. My special comes out Friday, so I'm doing the AMA, and I know. I'm actually thinking of hiring a typist.
Oh, wow.
Because this is going to pop up, and I don't want to have to fucking try to type all the fucking explanation. Because I know this is going to pop up. Like, what about that video? I want to get someone who can type really fast and just fucking...
Yeah.
Some woman, of course.
Forgotten acts of Opie kindness. Giving this Make-A-Wish boy Cialis and a hoodie footy jammies. And it's a photo of you.
Of course it's little Jimmy.
Is that the pink one? Really shows my hog?
Yeah.
That's something. Yeah, we were obviously we were on vacation during all this.
Didn't it seem like longer than a week that we were gone? I feel like I haven't seen you guys in a month.
Yes.
Yeah, it was nice.
Very long.
Nice little break.
We're beloved. Yeah, it did. It did. We had a couple of weekends in there and the week off. So,
and then we go on vacation next week again.
Yep.
Yeah, don't freak out, people. Come on.
Yeah, but, I mean, this is
the 2-week vacation that we broke up.
We usually do 2 weeks every summer, but we broke it up into a weird 3-week period where week off, week on, week off.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's rare because for most of the year we keep the channel live because we all been taking separate vacations. It's very rare that we both take the same week nowadays.
Yeah.
So
just figure what the hey ho.
But we'll be back after Labor Day. Stronger than ever.
Ah, yes. I was screaming out my window at whatever quarter to 6 this morning.
Really?
At some asshole next to me.
Was that me?
Stopped at a light.
Because I saw what I thought was your car.
Really? No.
And I tried to speed up to see if it was you. Because I'm commuting the same way you are nowadays.
It was some guy obviously is in front of me, and I know how the lights are timed, so don't fuck with me. I zip through the green lights and I get here and it's very nice. And if I get stuck at a light because one asshole is pulling this back and forth, not letting me pass, move, because he doesn't feel I should pass him, then I got a problem. And that's exactly what happened. So I went to go around his right side, and he zooms over to the right, like really cuts over aggressively. So then I go to the left, but by that point, the light had turned red. So I'm parked next, and I see his window go down. So mine goes right down. And he's, of course, what are you doing at this hour? What are you doing at this hour? Where do you have to be? I just looked at him. I said, why don't you go fuck your mother? It took him by surprise.
Of course it did. It took me by surprise. I'm sitting here.
Have fun with Reddit today. Have fun with Reddit.
Oh, fuck your mother.
Oh, yeah. He's like, yeah, well you motherfucker. And then he starts cursing at me, and we're just yelling at 5:45. I'm yelling. It's my first fucking commute back, and I'm yelling. And he's really and he goes, you're an asshole, and getting me on that shit. I was like, what? I go, what business is it of yours where I have to be or how fucking I'm driving to get there? I go, the reason I'm sitting here yelling at your fucking ass is that you fucked me on this light. Nice. Fuck you. What are you going to do about it? He says. I go, what am I going to do? I'm going to wait, and when the light turns green, I'm going to go. What else do you want me to do about it? Fuck you. And then he starts, because it's like, I love that. What are you going to do about it? Nothing.
How do you not just fucking, I'm going to do this?
I would love to be in the movies. I would love it to be a TV show, but it's not. Yeah. So I just sit there and yell. I yell at them. And then, of course, I think I close it off with, why don't you go back where you came from? Ooh. Yeah, because without a good racial epithet out there, I don't feel satisfied.
Not good.
So, yeah. But,
welcome back.
Yeah, that was a fine...
Usually that takes a day
How do you do? And I got to throw a salute to the tunnel cop that gave me all those tickets.
Right.
A couple of weeks back. I was going through, and I'm using my blinker like a maniac in front of the thing, so he can't give me another blinker one. And I use my blinker, I get behind the truck, and the truck is stopped. It's not going through. So I've used my blinker, I got into the other lane, and he's standing right there. So I looked at him, gave a little quirk smile, and fucking threw him a salute.
At the tunnel?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're back on good terms.
No, it was very sarcastic.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I've spoken with a lot of police officers that say that everyone knows what's going on down there.
Okay.
The cops love it and think it's hilarious because they have no respect for those guys either. Yeah. That was my fucking drive in.
Yeah, but it looks
first day.
It looked like you had a nice relaxing week in Vegas.
Oh, it was so
gambling,
nice.
Hanging by the pool,
acting lessons, dancing lessons.
I think you went to a drive-in. It looked like
I went to a drive-in movie.
Did you really?
Yeah, there ain't many drive-ins left in the nation,
Where'd you
and they
go?
got a big In Vegas, they got a big drive-in movie complex.
Did you have to put the
there.
speaker in, or it's now on the FM dial?
I was telling my girlie about that whole speaker thing,
And she just laughed at you,
she
right?
laughed at it. She couldn't even fathom the fucking speaker.
You had to
you
yank
have-
a big metal fucking speaker
Oh,
into,
you used
into
to
your
have
window.
to bring it in.
Whose job is it to check that?
Oh boy,
We don't have interns anymore.
That would have been a good one. I was going to do like a how it used to sound with the
Right.
Yeah,
We still have an intern.
We do.
Fucking young
boy.
what's his name? Begins with a T.
I don't know his name.
Tyler.
Tyler. Sure. Okay.
Tyler fried chicken.
We lost the two broads. We're down to the one guy, right?
I missed Jackie's last day. It's heartbreaking.
Oh,
It was
boy,
a
did she
great
have a great
send-off.
Did she have a banner send-off?
Did she?
Yeah,
She got serenaded by Ryan Starr.
Ryan Starr was singing to her.
She
loved
started
it.
crying.
She was crying.
Oh, what
Yeah.
a dork.
Her mom
Was she?
was
Wow.
here with her.
Oh, her mom did come in.
She got a little teary-eyed. I don't want to misrepresent it. And the mom
Yeah.
was very doable. Very doable.
Very doable.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that was fun, but yeah, drive-in movie, man. I saw that horrible movie.
Which one?
Oh, that one with fucking Matt Damon.
Elysium.
Elysium.
Oh, Elysium.
Elysium.
Was it good?
Oh, it's such fucking liberal cocksuck drivel. That is like, and I don't even mind like if a movie is slanted liberal, because
Sure.
most of them are, and if it's well done, but this was so obvious. Ooh, look out, the rich people live in the luxurious spacey place, and on the earth, in the shit and filth and litter and poverty are a bunch of black people. They're running around, but they'll get them. It's exactly what it was.
You don't like the simplicity of the message, the obviousness.
It's so
of the
obvious
message.
and so simplistic. All I was thinking when I'm watching the impoverished people of Earth instead of the rich corporate scum on their little space thing was, why don't they all pick up a piece of paper off the fucking street so it cleans it up a little bit? You live on Earth. Clean it! I'm yelling at the drive-in. Yeah, but I forgot how that drive-in experience works.
You gotta get a Disney movie or something. Something nice and easy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't
Going
know.
to a drive-in.
There wasn't much to choose from. There wasn't much out.
Herbie and the Love Bug.
The Love Bug, that's kind of what I remember seeing. And not the one with fucking Lindsay Lohan either.
Who looks like she got her shit together. As I was going
good for
to...
Did
her.
she? Yeah?
We'll see, but I was watching the Oprah interview as I was falling asleep last night. I'm like, that's the same Lindsay Lohan?
She must have pulled into that makeup room like a pit crew. Please,
She looks...
Oprah.
She looks really healthy.
Yeah.
Because we have beat the shit out of her over the
Yeah.
years. She looks really, really healthy and together.
Yeah.
Hopefully she won't go back to her old ways.
Good
Because,
for her. Yeah, I hope she does. I mean, what was really annoying was the fact that she got away with everything. It's like before she fucking ran somebody over. It's like, good for
Yeah.
you. I hope she gets sober.
She owned up to a lot of things, but I think Oprah asked her about cocaine, and she said she only did it 10 to 15 times in her entire life. That's hard to...
Co-fucking Kane?
She said her thing is drinking. And
Yeah.
the reason she did the drinking, the cocaine, was so she could drink longer and stay up longer.
That's a good strategy.
I've actually heard that from many, many people.
It's a smart
she
girl
said
right there.
That really wasn't her thing, cocaine. She said 10 to 15 times she admitted to. And the Adderall, she said she was on. So,
Yeah, Adderall, huh?
but it was mostly a drinking thing with her. You know what? I hope she does all right.
I think you need more than an interview you were paid $2 million.
Oh, I know. I know.
To show that you're back.
But Oprah's
Nice.
not an easy. She doesn't let you get away with shit. Really,
$2 million.
she's a very
Yeah,
good.
she got $2 million for the interview, and she's doing an 8-part reality series for Oprah's channel.
She got $2 million though.
Yeah.
For the whole thing or just the interview?
The whole
The whole thing, probably.
Yeah.
Wow. You know, we beat up Oprah too, but she knows how to interview somebody.
I heard
she
it
doesn't
wasn't
let you off the hook.
explosive.
No?
I heard it was just not.
It was just to get, as they say,
Shocking.
eyeballs on her channel. That's what it was
Right,
for. Just to get
right.
people watching it.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah,
I didn't even know Oprah was out there.
She could have had me for $2,000.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Elo, what's wrong with you?
Exactly. Think of
Save you a couple
Elo.
$1 million.
You know, and Jim is trying to fight the urge from having girls with fucking penises come to his house. It's been a very tough road, Oprah. Why, Jim? Why? I don't know. I'm questioning everything. Dun-dun, the Oprah music.
Yes.
You think we'd get the same amount of eyeballs on on the Oprah channel?
Not at all.
Velo got us instead of Lindsay Lohan?
No.
Of course not. No, it was a pretty good interview, though. I kind of enjoyed it as I was crashing. But anyway, so Herbie the Love Bug, drive-in movie.
Went to the drive-in and then went to a shooting range they got out there. I love Vegas. Full automatic weaponry. God damn, is that a pisser.
And they just don't allow that on Long Island, huh? At the ranges?
No, not full automatic.
Not as much.
Oh, there. That was fucking great. Yeah.
Wait, what are we looking at?
That thing was the pisser.
What was that?
A saw. It's called a saw. It's just fucking full automatic.
You just rent them?
Great. Yeah.
Can you rent guns on ranges on Long Island? I don't even know.
No.
But in Vegas, you can.
Vegas, you can. In Vegas, yeah, if someone doesn't have a pistol license, you can still rent a pistol, go out there shooting fucking pistol.
No kidding.
You could, yeah, full automatic.
Wow.
It's a pisser. We did the thing where, you got an instructor in there with you, goes over the weapons with you and stuff like that, and it gives you a lot of time, alone time. Yeah, I'm not in there with a bunch of riffraff.
Aren't you scared? There's a picture of you with the saw.
Yeah.
So you rented that for, what, a half hour?
Well, I rented up.
Now your fingerprints are all over it. Now they do another crime with the gun.
Yeah, right?
Or they did the crime beforehand, and then they hand you the fucking saw.
That's a pretty good
that would be a great movie, right?
For a little twist in a movie, right?
Right.
Yeah, that guy, I don't know. We shot him up. Yeah, it was a lot of fun going to the range, shooting some more exotic automatic weaponry. It is a lot of fun. There's just something about shooting automatic. Went to go see Penn and Teller. Did that too. Saw their little,
they're great, right?
The little magic show out there. Yeah, it's just a lot of fucking fun. What a fun show.
You get to talk to Penn afterwards?
He had family over.
Right.
So he had to go and leave right away after the show, but I saw him for a few minutes. Was able to talk to him. We were texting beforehand also.
Did you talk to Teller?
No, but he talks.
Yeah, I know.
He gets out there and talks.
Wait, he gets out there and talks on the show now?
No, after the show, he'll talk to people and stuff. And it was a lot of fun, man. What a great vacation. And then when we weren't doing shit, we were getting cabanas by the fucking big pool complex over there at MGM. It's fantastic.
I miss the MGM. We used to go out there every year for the show.
Yeah. Oh, that's another thing. We decided
off-roading
to go. Take the rental car, which was a Mustang convertible. And I was taking it off-roading in the mountains, in the desert mountains by Hoover Dam. And what a pisser that was.
How long of a ride was the Hoover Dam? 3 hours or so?
No, it's fucking like real close to Vegas.
It's right there.
It's right there.
It's less than an hour,
thing.
I think.
Yeah, less than an hour.
How was it?
It's big. We didn't stop. We didn't do anything. We stopped at like the pull-off areas for the car.
Checked it out a little
snap a few pics, and then fucking go. I can't imagine like what you do. Like, and here's where they poured the cement
and the concrete. It's still cooling. It's going to cool for another 100 years.
Yeah. Oh,
they say that really?
Something like that. Supposedly the concrete's still cooling.
Why?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Concrete is a weird chemical thing that like stays hot for a long time.
I don't know exactly, but they said it's going to be cooling for another.
Oh, that was a bad
100 years.
God, what happened?
Those are the
wait. Before you get to that,
chocolate
hold
chips.
On.
What's that?
Exactly.
Before you get to that, the Hoover Dam was because nothing. I've never been.
It's cool. It's very cool.
Is it
to
huge?
Look at? It's giant.
So why when you walk across it, can't you do the walk
drove
across
it? We drove across the top. There's a road.
All right, okay.
You drive across and you see people walking and shit and snapping pictures. But you could take pictures from fucking, either side.
Okay.
And once you see it, like I don't care to.
Is there a lot of water on the one side?
Oh, there seems to be a lot of water on one side, not so much on the other. It's an interesting phenomenon.
What would happen if that thing fucking... dare I say, get blown up or something?
Well, I guess it would drain the beautiful Lake Mead,
right,
which is out there. Took some pictures of that.
There's a lake of beer.
Oldie time beer.
Yeah,
Lake Mead. Good. Yeah, that was cool. And then driving the Mustang off road was like you gotta really look and go, okay, that looks like an oil pan ripper outer. Well, I better go up on the edge a little bit, and you really can't just tool around in that thing. But yeah, it was kind of cool. I hadn't been in the desert in a long time like that. Kind of walking around. Got out. It was
see any rattlesnakes?
No rattlesnakes, but saw some longhorn ram.
Really?
Yeah, those big fucking things that go and hit each other on the horns.
They're in Vegas? I thought they're only in the mountains.
Yeah, they're in the fucking mountain. No, they weren't walking down the strip, Jimmy. I was in the mountains.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, you saw those?
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Like the rams?
Big horn sheep.
No shit.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. They
looked ridiculous.
We came around the corner on the dirt road, and I was going real slow because, like I said, I was off-roading in a fucking Ford Mustang, and we came around a corner, and all of a sudden you just saw him kind of run off a little bit, and then stopped and turned to look. I'm like, oh, cool! Fucking started snapping some pitches.
Wow.
Yeah, that was our little nature excursion.
Very cool.
Which was fun. Liked our little nature excursion.
You did a lot.
Yeah.
Usually you just kind of hang out in your room and do a little gambling. Maybe a little dinner, but you got out there.
I did do a little gambling. Well, that's another thing, too. It's like dinner was interesting. It's because I'm used to, going out to some fine restaurants to get some fine dinners in. But, when the girl you're with just wants to go to In-N-Out Burger every night.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She likes that In-N-Out Burger.
She doesn't like the fine dining, though?
What are you going to do?
Wow. Jesus.
Yeah, but you can get fine dining anywhere.
Well, that's
you can't
true.
Get In-N-Out here.
Those goddamn In-N-Out burgers are pretty fucking good.
You know what? I saw one. I've never had an In-N-Out. They're not West Coast. East Coast.
No.
But no fine dining? The steak is tough on her braces, or?
No, why? It's not like she's dropping it on her legs. Get it? She can't. She's polio.
Polio.
No, the thing. You know how lucky you are? You have exactly the opposite problem. If every guy wants to take his chick for an In-N-Out burger, they want steak.
Yes.
That's great. She'll let me spend $20 a night on food.
And it could be worse. In-N-Out burger is awesome.
It was really, yeah.
Nice.
You don't get them that often, Yeah, I could go.
Did you go to
nice food here.
The Wynn? Did you ever go to the Wynn? The food at the fucking Wynn. I went to the fucking buffet there once.
Good, yeah.
Dude, it was. It made me want to stay there. I went during the day just for like a whatever the buffet is. It was amazing food there. But I'm not a VIP, so I just would hate to stay there.
Yeah.
In your eyes, I am. But
in your eyes.
And then I guess the first weekend we were there, it was like the first night, maybe Sunday night or something. I'm not sure what night it was. They had this. Jim Norton.
What?
Is he coming up on Imus?
I'm doing Imus tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow? Nice.
Wait, aren't you doing our show tomorrow? Meaning your show?
Yes, I'll be here tomorrow, but I'm doing Imus as well.
Oh,
how?
6:35. Being a little late.
Well, this is a big. One reason we came back is because this is a big week for Jimmy.
Yes, very big.
Your special's Friday, right?
Yes, and I'm just doing a lot of promotion. I'm very happy we're back.
Ooh.
And the trailer was released, the open to your special.
Yes,
very funny. Yes,
it's on our Facebook. If you haven't seen it yet, I thought everyone saw it because I saw it when you taped. I went up to Boston with Jimmy for the taping of his latest comedy special.
And there's part of it that I left out, which you'll see when it airs. I left a little part of it out just to get a minute and a half of it. But there's like 30 seconds, about 45 seconds left out of it.
Right.
Because I wanted to just get the quick hit.
I forgot that no one has really seen it.
No.
I thought it was already out there.
Yeah, he retweeted it. He loves it. So, you like it?
It's amazing. The opening for Jimmy's special is amazing.
Thank you, brother. I hope people enjoy it.
Just go to our Facebook page. I don't even want to say who's in it I want them to be surprised because there's a nice reveal there.
Yeah.
So just go to Opie and Anthony on Facebook. After you fucking spill your hate, maybe you could laugh at the opening of Jim Norton's
Have some fun
comedy special.
That's
airing Friday.
There's also a list of all the podcasts that Jimmy did while in L.A. up on the Facebook as well.
Okay, yeah, they were all good, man. They all.
How was Kevin Pollak's?
Phenomenal. I did his video shoot. He would love to have you guys on.
Yeah,
he's a genuine fucking
how much
fan
is he
going to
pay?
He paid me I want to say $8,000, but it was more like nothing. But the guys that we've had on the show, every one of them that was in town. Like I think I asked Burr, but he was going to be gone. He wasn't there, and a couple other people just weren't like physically there. But everybody who was in town was amazing. Everyone said yes. Chris Hardwick went out of his way to have an earlier, just so I could do it. And Kevin Smith went out of his way. Like
that's awesome.
Jay, Rogan, every one of them completely fucking helped me out. So
cool.
And Pollock reached out to me during the whole fucking crazy cake stomp video.
Please lose my number.
Yeah,
I know, right?
Exactly.
It was simple. He just texted me and wrote, "Fuck the internet." That's all he wrote. I'm like, all right on, Kev. Thanks for reaching out. He's a good man.
Yeah.
But Jimmy will be on Imus tomorrow. The big comedy special is Friday. What time?
I don't know. I want to 10 o'clock on EPIX and EPIXHD.com. You could just get EPIX HD.
Right.
For, get it for 2 weeks. If you don't like it, don't keep it. Get the trial. It's free.
Yeah.
What were you saying before? I didn't mean to interrupt you.
We're all over the place. We'll go back to it. I'm on it.
Okay.
I'm on it.
I felt bad, though.
I just want to make sure people we get the word out. That's where. We came back to kind of push Jimmy's special, and then we go back on vacation.
Yes.
I like the I like the break. It gave me something to look for. It felt like longer than a week, and
yeah, you get that.
Came back, and I'm
nice.
like, this is like a nice breakup, a nice easy week. Fucking, and then nice relaxing thing again. And
yeah,
but then we come back, and I don't know. Are we doing the bus trip? Travis just threw his arms up in the
bus trip.
We are, aren't we?
I don't know if we are officially. We're only, less than a month out. You would assume that we'd be promoting the fuck out of it.
Oh, they all freaked out like, oh, no.
I hope so.
There was so much time, and now it's only a month. And I'll tell you one thing. I saw over the weekend, Larry the Cable Guy does that Only in America show.
Right.
And he visited Branson, Missouri, and saw some of the attractions there, and visited and spoke with Yakov. And my God, Yakov's not there, but
it looks like a horrible place. That's what you were going to say, right?
Oh my God,
really? That's why we got to go.
They went to see this big magician named Kirby.
Yay!
Kirby's out there, and oh my God,
what's his last name? Your enthusiasm-y?
You did not miss Chip.
You didn't?
No. Oh, Kirby. He did a horrible trick, and then they Chip. And then they
Isn't
showed
that the Blue Lagoon guy?
Right?
It looks like him. What the fuck was his name?
Christopher
Atkins.
Yeah,
Christopher Atkins.
Yeah. It looked pretty bad. I took that Virgin America out there, the airline. I love that.
You like it, right?
Yeah.
Was it with the bed seats?
They weren't the bed seats, but they were the full layback recline seats.
They're the white ones, the white leather ones.
Yeah. There's different than the bed ones, but fucking great. Comfy.
JetBlue's getting a first class now.
Yep.
Which I knew that was coming sooner or later. They were smart.
Yeah, absolutely.
The airlines were scared of them. The other airlines were fucking scared of JetBlue, man, because they're run by a guy who really knows the business.
Yeah.
And now they have a frequent flyer program. They're doing all the shit that the majors are doing.
Yeah.
Oh, I always liked JetBlue.
Yeah, they're great.
I just didn't like the fact that they didn't have first class. I have to fly a certain way to suit my lifestyle, and that is first class. Nothing better than watching the people file in past you when you've already been sitting there, already sipping a beverage, and they have to stop because some idiot in fucking aisle 20 is putting his overhead bag in, so it stops them.
But I mean, who wants to spend more time on a plane?
That's great. I like first class, but I don't have to fly it.
Yes, you do.
I know I do. I just wanted to sound humble. What's worse than when you're reading the paper and you hear, "Hey, big fan." Yeah. Are ya? Then leave me alone.
And then he goes, "I'm talking to Bob Saget behind you."
He's talking to Nicolas Cage.
Yes, I'm talking to Nicolas Cage.
Or if it was a scene in the movie, he'd actually just pull out a big fan. So now I was just describing what I bought.
It was actually you talking to Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Who apparently takes pictures with everyone else in public except Jimmy.
He can't take a picture fast enough. He's fucking Frank Photograph.
I read some tweet where somebody had a picture and they said, Nicolas Cage, we saw Nick Cage in the airport. He walked up and asked if he could take a picture with us. He actually wanted to take a picture.
Barack and Michelle O.
Yeah.
All right, why don't we take a break? We'll get back into Anthony in Vegas after the break. We still got to talk about the gambling.
Oh, boy.
And some other things, right?
Yeah, sure.
We got a guy that used to have a big, huge, giant scrotum coming in today, right?
Oh,
The big ball guy?
Yeah. Can't wait to meet him.
The scrotum weighed, what, 132 pounds, I want to say?
Yeah.
Wow.
Jesus.
So,
Did we see the special? We didn't get it, did we?
no, but he's promoting the special on his whole ordeal.
Jesus.
And
insane.
and also want to remind the people, our pal Patrice O'Neill, who's no longer with us, obviously. His latest album, Unreleased, is out tomorrow on CD.
Oh, is it tomorrow?
And iTunes.
I think his new website launches tomorrow, too.
Yes.
Oh, great.
Yes. And then our podcast, the Opie and Anthony podcast, number 14. We didn't really get to promote it because we were on vacation. It's out there.
14.
And this one has Joe Rogan. Talking about what?
I'm not sure.
Do you know E-Rock offhand? What bit did we pick?
I don't.
Okay.
Sal, do you know?
And then,
put it together.
and then I requested that we put Papa Rock on there with him fiddling
his
and
incessant
driving
fiddling.
Jimmy nuts with his
right.
fiddling.
The fiddling.
He was just trying to tune his guitar. He tuned it for like an hour straight. I don't know.
You know, Jimmy, the homeless guy fiddling.
Yeah, exactly. Wouldn't stop fiddling.
Just wouldn't stop fiddling, and it was driving Jimmy nuts.
It's Joe Rogan talking with Dr. Kaku about mushrooms.
Oh,
And
nice.
the development of mankind.
Oh, wow.
Oh, very cool.
Boy,
I
does
do remember that. Nice.
Rogan smokes a good amount of pot.
You think?
Him and fucking Red Band before the taping went out and really, and it was, I would have left the room, but Joe's like, no, we'll go outside. And man, did they smoke some pot.
Yeah.
And came back in, and
But you almost can't tell.
it just seems fun. And I can't do it, and I won't do it, but God damn it, I understand why people, like, I wouldn't be Joe Rogan, and I wouldn't be Kevin Smith. I'd be fucking Pete Paranoid in the corner.
no.
I can't broadcast. I'm too scared. I'm too scared.
You'd be frightened.
I don't know how they do it.
Yeah, I succumbed to peer pressure when I did Rogan's podcast, and I did, like I said, a little baby hit, and even that scared the shit out of me. I'm like, it's going to change my entire personality.
That's it, right?
But he was smoking like a mother, and I couldn't tell the difference, really. Not much.
Yeah, some of them stoners are pretty damn good at it.
They're good, right?
Yeah.
So Rogan's on our latest podcast. That'll help the numbers. Podcast number 14, go get it. And what's the nugget?
Ugh.
It's Nugget, Sal.
Sal Nugget.
The nugget is I like turtles.
Quick Nugget.
A quick Opie and Anthony nugget at the end of the podcast. All right.
The Opie and Anthony Show on Sirius XM. See, told you we had sponsors.
And now back to
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Yo, what up? This is Macklemore, and I want to give a special shout out to Opie, who just discovered our music even though it's been out for a year. Gotta be on top of things, bro.
And we go back. This is the moment. Tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. Go back. This is the moment. Tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't
All right, what did I miss? I was talking to Anthony about
Yeah,
shit.
I didn't hear that either.
What happened, E-Rock? What did I miss? I heard there's something before this.
Your buddy Macklemore left a little message for you.
Oh, he was in the building?
Yeah.
Did he explain why it's a big deal to fucking try to fucking put your hands up through the roof or whatever the hell he's trying to say?
No, but he had heard that you recently discovered their music.
Recently.
And he left a little message for you. I'll replay it again here for
All right, yeah, let me hear this.
Yo, what up? This is Macklemore, and I want to give a special shout out to Opie, who just discovered our music even though it's been out for a year. Gotta be on top of things, bro.
All right.
Whoops. All right.
That's pretty cool, though. Stupid pop music. I'm starting to listen to pop music.
Uh-oh. Wow.
It's just dumb, catchy shit.
It does get stuck in your head,
Oh,
but
yeah.
man, gotta get it out of there.
You know, the summer hit, which is Blurred Lines, whatever. That fucking song's catchy.
Yeah.
Then you're embarrassed that you listen to this shit. I don't know.
Did you hear any of the songs that were leaked during the vacation?
Like what?
New Lady Gaga, new Katy Perry.
How are they?
I'm not too sure about the Katy Perry, but the Lady Gaga one's going to be big just because it's Lady Gaga.
Can we hear it?
Yeah.
Isn't she taking over, like, where is she today? GMA? I think she's taking over Times Square today.
And she's also.
There
I
should
wish
be
she was
thousands
here.
of people outside this building right now. Are there?
I was doing I did Kevin and Bean. And
Did you really?
They're really cool guys, man. They were really fucking nice dudes and a fun show.
Nice.
But going into their building, Lady Gaga was coming in to do like one of the hit stations that was in that building, and could we pull in? And it wasn't that many. There was only 20 people outside. It wasn't like a big gathering like it would have been a couple years ago, unless it was a completely secret thing.
Like Katy Perry did emergency appearances on Monday at like Z100 here at Hits 1. Just went around the city because somebody leaked their music last Saturday.
Oh, so she had to like, hey,
So her and Lady
here it
Gaga
is.
went out like immediately to
There were a
promote
ton
that it
of
was
people
out.
out here for Katy Perry.
Yeah.
Is she bigger than Gaga?
Right now?
Yeah.
Well, I'm no Sam Roberts.
Oh.
So
No.
I can't answer that question, but I would say so, yeah.
Well, let's hear their new songs.
Okay. You want to hear Lady...
Surprise
you
me.
You got them?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is
Lady Gaga, by the way, she's genius at
Is
getting
she?
these little monsters or whatever to buy her song multiple times.
What?
Because she's offering some sort of like meet and greet or something. If you like,
I'll take it.
tweet like screen caps of like, hey, I bought your song, and you could do it as many times as you want.
Oh my god.
So you could buy her song as many times as you want to get more entries into this like contest that she's
Oh my
having.
god, it's brilliant.
Yeah.
Fuck, jeez. That's some clicks.
Bilking her monsters.
This is called Applause.
I stand here waiting for you to bang us
All right, what is she? Sounds like fucking.
to crash the
Whoa.
Sounds like the Black Broad from the 80s. She was a
Androgynous.
Yeah,
Grace
thank
Jones?
you. Grace Jones.
Or Grace Slick? Oh, Grace Jones, right?
Grace Jones, a little bit. I don't know.
Beat's good.
Oh, this is the same fucking song.
It's following the formula. It's going to be fine. Right?
Absolutely. This is just another fucking. All right.
Be a huge hit.
I like Lady Gaga.
You like the guy?
I do.
It's catchy as all hell.
Yeah.
It's not too good to look at.
I love her, man.
I don't know, man.
Juicy little vagina.
She cleans up really nice, but when you take half that shit away, she's kind of homely. I think.
All right. What about
is good.
Katy Perry?
And her.
I like this.
Does she sing from the tits?
A lot of people are saying that she ripped this song off
From?
Yes.
some other girl who she actually tweeted the song like months ago.
And she liked it?
That she liked it.
What?
What?
Yeah, listen to the song that
Sarah Bareilles.
Bareilles, yeah.
So we'll listen to this and you can listen to this.
Oh, controversy. How could you tell this also sounds like every other song?
It's good, but do you have the original that they said? It's close.
Is there a hook?
She's got a very powerful voice, doesn't she?
Well, she
Yeah.
does.
You know a bit about vocals.
She does. Yeah.
That's
gotta give
pretty
her that.
strong. Almost effortless, too.
Because she sings from the tits. Yeah, let's hear it.
Yeah. Oh. Go ahead there, Travis.
Oh,
come on, boy. What?
Travis, we needed.
Total ripoff. Oh.
Yeah, but this version has over 4.5 million views.
Because it's the ripoff.
I have Katy Perry's song layered over this. If you want to hear it afterwards.
Yeah, it's very close.
Or you can start speaking up. Nothing's gonna hurt you the way the words do when they suddenly just.
Yeah, that's the same fucking cadence.
Sometimes a shadow wins.
Sorry, honey. Sorry, that
If you say what you wanna say and let the words fall.
Oh, she's gonna make a nice dime.
Can we hear the other one real quick?
Do you just want to hear it layered over this?
Or no, just the other one like right after it, a half a second later. That's close, dude.
That is.
And she's not famous because she's homely. She's got to. Oh, Jesus.
Wow, she's fucked. She's gonna get so sued.
Why would she do that? Especially in this day and age. You can't get away with any of that shit.
Here, let's listen to them layered on top of each
I didn't think it would be.
They're both playing at the same time right now? Get the fuck out of here.
Same music.
God, I hate it. It is,
Holy
yeah.
shit. Why would you do that? What's her explanation?
I don't think she's said
She
anything.
hasn't said anything.
Sarah tweeted a classy response. All love, everybody. All love.
That doesn't say I won't sue.
That's all she wrote?
Love to sue.
Yeah, exactly.
All love, everybody.
All love doesn't pay the bills. What's wrong with this broad?
Oh, she'll get fucking...
They'll settle something quietly.
You'll be hearing from my lawyer.
Are the
Saul Goodman.
Are the lyrics similar or not really?
No.
No, it's just the whole cadence stuff.
Dude, it's so fucking similar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's it. It's over, Johnny.
I guess Ashton Kutcher's got a bomb on his hands, huh?
Well, with Jobs.
Yeah, Jobs came in 7th place.
Did better than Indiana Jones.
Did that not do good?
Well, no, what's his name? Fucking
what? Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford.
In
Harrison
what?
Ford's movie. Harrison, exactly.
I don't even know what he's in.
He
I
put
thought
in
he's in a
some
TV show or
No,
something.
he shaved his head and
I
he's
thought
in a
that's a
movie.
TV show.
No, it's a movie.
I think it's a TV show, right?
Is it? What? No. Harrison Ford's in a movie that came in like 17th at the box office.
What was his movie?
What's it called?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It's the worst debut of his career. It's called Paranoia.
Paranoia.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He's paranoid that his movie won't do
13th
well.
place, $3.5 million.
$3.5 million.
$3.5 million? You're Harrison
Fucking
Ford.
Harrison Ford.
Despicable
man.
Me Too, which has been out for months, beat it.
Did better than that.
I still haven't seen
Wolverine beat it,
Despicable
and that
Me,
was a gigantic
too.
bomb.
Was it a bomb? Is that Hugh Jackman?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it was like a bomb. It's made $120 million so far.
That's not a big bomb.
Yeah.
Even Kick-Ass 2 didn't do well this weekend.
The Smurfs 2 beat it, and that movie's getting killed.
Yeah.
Had the Kick-Ass too.
4th place.
Kick-Ass
13.5.
2. First of all, fucking dummies in it.
Jim Carrey.
Jim
decided
Carrey.
he's not going to do
He's
any
not gonna
press for the movie.
promote it.
And you know what? I didn't see him in a single commercial
No.
that they edited.
Right.
You know?
Way to go. Way to fuck everybody that was associated with the film.
So irritating.
God, you're set. Maybe the people that did the movie with
Exactly.
you could have used a little extra money if the movie did well.
He is a douchebag.
What a dick.
There were speculation that they were going to do 3 based on how the numbers did in the first 2 weeks, and I guess 3 isn't going to happen.
How about they get somebody else and do a third movie?
Not only that, it was kind of funny and stuff when the girl was like a kid, kind of a thing.
Right.
But now she's like going around like, like she's fucking Hollywood starlet kind of a thing. And it takes away, who cares? It's a fucking chick superhero.
Right.
It's kind of funny if she's just like fucking, saying cunt and she's a kid.
Sure.
Kind of funny. Sure.
Harrison
Point
Ford's
at it.
movie.
Yeah.
4% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, really?
Wow.
What's it about?
It's a bomb.
In this,
Does he say, "How dare you, sir"?
Oh, how dare you, Mr. President?
Yeah, Mr. President.
Oh, fucking boo.
cast. In this high-stakes thriller, Adam Cassidy, played by Liam Hemsworth, is a regular guy trying to get ahead in his entry-level job at Wyatt Corporation.
And it
but
ends
after
right
one
there.
costly
That's the movie.
mistake, Adam's ruthless CEO, played by Gary Oldman, forces him to spy on corporate rival, played by Harrison Ford, Wyatt's old mentor. Adam soon finds himself occupying the corner office and living the life of his dreams. However, behind the scenes, he is simply a pawn in Wyatt's corporate game.
Oh, wow.
And realizes he must ultimately find a way out from under.
It's a good cast, though, and it's not that bad of an idea.
Harrison Ford, Gary Oldman. You would think that movie would be good.
Yeah, like Indiana Jones meets Oswald or something. Or maybe fucking Drexel, the fucking white pimp, meets Indiana Jones or something.
4%. 57 reviews.
It doesn't sound very exciting.
2 good reviews.
Too good. Yeah, dun, 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 dun. The coffee's cold.
Yeah, exactly. Uh-oh.
Can you read the 2
What
good
a cooler
reviews?
talk. Sure. Come on, Shorty.
I got to hear the 2 good reviews.
Oh.
Because the
Oh,
yeah.
All right. Well, okay. One of the reviews is not even a good review.
I've taken your corner office, Dr. Jones. What?
But it's considered a good review.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the good review?
Well, the line that they use from the good review: not an original bone in its body, but there's always something to be said for a great cast.
Oh, okay.
That's a good review?
Yes, that's from Geek Nation.
Okay.
And then the other good review is from Movie Line, a corporate thriller that offers juicy roles for Harrison Ford and Gary Oldman. Not terribly original, but entertaining.
Oh, those are the good ones.
Yeah, Gary Oldman also in this.
What's a bad one? Let's read a bad one.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Let's read a bad review.
So dumbed down that it's totally lacking in suspense and common sense.
Wow.
Another late summer loser. A tepid would-be corporate thriller.
Wow.
You never want your thriller to be called tepid.
Tepid.
You don't want anything to be called tepid.
You're not paranoid. It really is bad.
Tepid always sucks.
Tepid.
Tepid.
It's like milk toast.
Right.
You guys want to watch the trailer?
No.
No? Okay.
I'd like to give it a ding.
Guys, why don't we do
for
that?
no, one for yes.
All right, let's do it.
Right with this music.
Oh, I love this music. Doesn't this just conjure up great images of Indiana Jones?
Here it comes.
Ooh.
Oh.
I don't even know your name.
What's
Didn't we
this?
sleep together?
I have a thing for bridge and tunnel guys when I drink.
Just call me Bridge and Tunnel.
You took me out for cheese whiz.
I was born
Is that
and raised
Indiana
in
Jones?
My father was a security guard for over 32 years, with nothing to show for.
Is this the same movie?
I spent years
Is that
on the
Richard
ground floor
Dreyfuss?
refining my skills, in hopes that one day I'd make enough to take care of my old man.
You sure this
All
is the
I
movie?
needed was a chance.
I'm gonna make you rich.
What?
You are going to work for my competition.
This is stealing trade secrets.
This is the opportunity you've been waiting for. Because you want to know how the other half lives.
Morning. We're reinventing you. Let it go.
Oh, God,
You want to be
right.
accepted, you have to look the parts.
In the corporate world, he's got a nice car. Look at him.
Welcome to
He's in.
Thank you. Doc Goddard. Adam Cassidy.
This is Emma. She's one of those Ivy Leaguers. Princeton.
Yale, actually. I'm trying to sleep my way to the top. Are we covered?
Oh.
Considered a loner. I couldn't.
Yeah, you could.
Yuck.
I mean, I knew he'd be my competition someday. I'm on the eve of a revolution, and it's something you're never
Is Harrison Ford okay?
Is that so?
That's what you wanted. I just want my money. I'm out.
You are only out, my son, when I say you're out. I own you right now.
Going to the gym. Going to the gym and eating better.
in jail. Double-crossing Goddard would get you killed. We recorded it all. Every conversation between you and Wyatt.
What?
The kid knows too much.
Let's go for a ride.
Trapped between two kings.
Now they're showing you all of what happens.
Yeah, they show you the whole movie.
Said did was a lie.
He's running.
I'm gonna make this right.
He's going to make this right for them.
Taught me to destroy what they built.
Ooh.
Much too attractive guy.
So now he's going to destroy what they built.
Where did you get that intel from, Nick?
Oh, shit. He's got him. He's got him over a barrel.
It looks like they wanted to make like 5 different movies.
Yes, none of them good.
No, none of
Wall
them
Street
good.
in there, American Psycho. They just get... we're like a broken record, but the whole movie.
Yeah, the whole movie was
I didn't need the reveal or anything.
No.
Fuck.
We recorded the whole thing. Oh, great. Thanks for telling me.
They even give away that in the end, they got him.
Yeah. Yeah, he got a little in on him. And so that eliminates any danger that the kid's in during the entire movie. You know nothing's going to happen.
Of course.
Wow, that really did suck.
All right.
God, I watched a good movie last night, though.
Which one?
Well, it wasn't that good, I guess. No, it was the one with what the fuck is his name? Jesus Christ! Now I can't. Now I have no recollection of the movie. The Iceman. Yes, the Iceman.
You saw the Ray Liotta movie where he played. Is that it? About
yes,
the guy from Broadway Empire who played in Liotta's movie.
Yes.
What was it called?
It was Iceman.
It was good.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah,
I liked it so much I had to watch the documentary that HBO did years ago, where they actually sit down and speak with him in prison. Wow, was that guy fucking just ruthless? And he just didn't care. How you feel about killing people? I just don't. Never bothered me.
Richard Kuklinski.
Yeah, Kuklinski. Yeah, it was pretty goddamn good.
What about Vegas, though?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I went to Vegas.
No, I mean, the
I know, the gambling. I did. If you see, there was a lot of fucking
You were
money.
tweeting a lot of stacks. You were doing well there.
See, you want to get what they call the chocolate chips.
What's that?
What's that? See, you start with the black. Those are the hundreds.
Okay.
Then you move up to, there's like purple, which are 500s. Don't have any there. Then the yellow, which are thousands. And then the chocolates, which are 5,000s.
Jesus.
And
what are we looking at right there?
That's about 60 large.
60 large.
Which I promptly whittled down to. I was going for the big 100 G's.
What if you got the 100, though? Then you would have to go for the 200?
Nah. If I got 100, I'd have fucking...
You would have walked?
I'd have walked. It was getting very early anyway in the morning. So, yeah, that was it was good. I mean, man, what a run.
You turned 60 into what? Or you don't want to say?
About 7.
Oh.
D?
No.
7.
No.
Lost 50, 52.
53.
It was
53.
a hell of a descent. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you hitting on 20? What the fuck happened to you?
You got cocky, you think? I can't do no wrong.
Hit me. This ace is in this deck.
Just being an asshole. I'm unstoppable.
Can you? Well, while we're talking about this, can you talk about that woman who was like didn't like the bets you were making?
Oh God.
What was this about?
It's some fucking sitting at the table. This a guy and his wife, and then some just woman sitting there like, with the guy in the middle. You know, I don't think she knew the couple. And I've been playing with the guy at the table for a while, doing well. And then it starts going into that little descent, you know, where I'm losing some fucking leeway here. And the fucking bitch next to me starts going, ugh, that's just stupid. Why you even, you shouldn't bet that much. You're fucking stupid. You're stupid.
Why is she? What?
Exactly.
Who was she?
Just some fucking.
I'll tell you who she was. She was right. He lost $53,000. You should have listened with your conscience.
Fuck her.
Oh, she was there for the big fall off.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just like,
was she a hooker or something? Just trying to.
No, she wasn't a hooker. Please, she was not even fucking close to a hooker. She was a housefrau. Someone's fucking albatross. Someone else's problem,
Were you
not
annoyed?
fucking mine. Yes, because I don't fucking have to sit there with this bitch wife fucking next to me.
Did you tell her to shut up?
Oh yeah, and the fucking and the guy that I had been playing with, his wife started chiming in.
Really?
With the fucking teaming up with the girl, like oh yeah, wow, what?
So did the guy give you the look
I
like?
don't need this.
Did the guy give you the look like? Oh,
Yeah.
I can't control her.
I said, I told her, I go, why don't you shut up? I go, I'm not fucking, you're not my wife, thank God, and I don't come here to have some bitch giving me advice on what I should or shouldn't be doing.
Did you really say it like that?
Yes, exactly like that.
But every time you lost a big hand, was she giving you a little look like, see, I told you?
Yes. I wanted.
It was like you were married again for a couple hours.
It was. I wanted to fucking punch her in the face.
You were married.
Was she playing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I know.
Putting down
She
like
wasn't. I
$10
would have
bets?
fucking told her.
Did she do well?
Scram. She's playing fucking $5 maybe.
That's what I would.
Wait,
I
why?
don't even look if
They
they're
don't-
doing well.
They don't have those special rooms at the MGM.
No, the regular tables have like a $5,000 max bet, so I usually
You have
just
to
sit
go higher
down
than
there.
the 5,000 to get into the other rooms.
No, they got like hundreds and stuff like that. But I was doing well at the smaller tables, so I kind of stayed there. But
Eric is saying, I bet that girl was a cooler.
maybe
You think they fucking slid someone in? 'Cause
maybe she was a cooler. She was alone. She fucking sits there and just starts.
Oh my God.
Starts fucking giving me the what have you.
Because you were up 60. You think you got the attention of the fucking eyes in the sky?
Maybe.
And they send
her in to fucking change my head. To fuck with my head.
You think that cooler shit is real?
Yes.
You really do? You
Yeah.
might have gotten a cooler.
I might have gotten the cooler.
Because then you're like, oh, real? Because then your attitude will be, well, really, I'll show you, and then you're going to push some more big bets.
Fucking bitch.
Did you just get played by the MGM?
Think they got me. Think they played me.
Do you think?
Fucking
Because
cooler
why else
bitch.
would she just be there by herself like
That's
that?
some cooler bitch. Oh, man.
And she wasn't playing, she didn't have much action on the table?
Should have fucking ended up in the trunk of my Mustang, digging some holes out in the desert.
You think you got a cooler put on you?
I think I did, now that you mention it.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, man.
You think so, Chip?
Fuck yeah.
Should have worked her over with the bat. Dump her in a hole, bury her alive.
Wow, Eric is on it. He's like, I bet that girl was a cooler.
Cooler.
I thought that only happened in the movies.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I think I was cooled.
Right. 'Cause that's going to fuck with your head, and you're definitely going to start...
Oh, yeah, you're going to fucking get out of your game.
And you're definitely going to like try to show her, so you're going to push a couple extra big bets through.
Yep.
That fucking bitch.
Holy fucking, it might have worked, too.
Oh, I think it did. Damn her!
Do you think she gets a commission?
Maybe. Jeez. Yeah, I just
No,
tell
that
her
only
to
happens
knock
in the
it off.
movies. There's no
Like,
coolers.
knock it off.
Also, losing $60,000 also only happens in the movies.
Oh, well.
Yep.
Hey.
Are you having a realization right now that you might have had a cooler put on you?
Whatever happens, happens. It's the cards. The cards turn. If you don't walk away at the right time, you
Just
get nailed.
walk away.
Just walk away. Ace says hi. Yeah, Sam Rothstein.
I want to get that woman on to debate me. What is she so afraid of?
I did have a fucking blueberry muffin where the blueberries were evenly distributed in the entire. Yeah. Do you know how long this will take?
Tonight, taped live from the all-new Sportsbook, we present the premiere showing of Aces High. With the song
Show 7-Up Orchestra.
I like
And the Sam Rothstein Dancers.
the Sam Rothstein dancers.
Mr. Rothstein is a professional gambler and the best football handicapper in America.
Oh.
A man who will take you inside the real Las
Yes.
Vegas as no one has ever done before.
And they show these cheesy
And now, ladies
videos
and gentlemen,
of someone
the new
slicing a
entertainment
piece of meat.
director of the Tangiers Hotel Casino, Mr. Sam Rothstein.
Sam. Hey, how you doing?
Any other? I saw your tweets. You weren't happy with the dealers.
No. I fell on some good dealers. They were pretty good.
Yeah.
But then the bad ones, oh boy, they're just pulling their typical shenanigans, you know. Oh boy, I got a 20. Oh, look, they got a 21. Oh, I got 19. Oh, they get fucking a 6 showing. They turn a 4 and a 10.
You should have known. I know you're a big card counter.
Oh yeah, I like counting those cards. There's one. There's another one. That's how I count.
Don't they have 80 decks now?
It's fucking auto shuffling, and you don't even see the cards until they're out in front of you.
You don't even know how many cards are in the shoot anymore.
I was doing pretty good on single deck.
Yeah.
I was doing that. It kind of sucks. They got to shuffle after every time and shit, but it was pretty good.
You know what we learned about card counting through Ben Mesrick? They don't mind you counting cards because they know most people just can't do it properly. So they know they're actually making a lot more money off the card counters because they're cocky because they read a book.
Yeah. Oh, I could do that.
Right. So they don't even give a fuck.
+1, +2, -2. +1. Where was I?
I actually keep a notebook with a pen and I just go Queen 1, King 1, 2, 1.
How long would you last on a table?
I'm just making a little notation of every card that comes by.
It's a good
Would
one.
you ask everyone to wait while you finish?
Yeah, hold on,
writing?
slow down. You had a 7 and a 5.
What did you have?
Obviously, if you pull out a notepad, that's it. But what if you had a pen and you're just writing it on your hand?
On your hand.
How long would you last? Would you last a hand?
Or you're counting on your fingers.
Right.
1, 2, 3, and you're just holding them up. All right, go! And then you pull back a couple of fingers.
We could just take photos of everyone, like, you know,
Yeah,
all their hands.
yeah,
so you
because
could
they
write
love the
down later.
cameras out.
I've noticed lately you've been able to take a few pictures from the table and
Yeah.
tweeted. What's that about? Because as soon as you pull out a camera, they yell at you to leave the table.
Sometimes they do. Other times you could just turn your chair away a little, and you make it look like you're texting, and then you go, click, snap a picture of the table.
That's always brave. I try to do that shit, but I'm like, they're odd to me.
They'll just tell you knock it off. They won't throw you out right away.
No.
Not in this day and age. Everyone's got one.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I just said not in this day and age. What a fucking old man I am.
How long would you last at the table? I want to go with this bit for a little while. If you just sat down with a GoPro camera on your fucking forehead.
On your head. Hello. How you doing? Stream. Stream cards, man.
What? I just GoPro everything. What?
Yeah.
This is a problem?
GoPro in my life here. What are you doing? I'm entitled. Open the door with his GoPro.
Is that it for Vegas?
Yeah, that was about it.
Sounded like you had a good
Yeah, it was
good week.
it was a lot of fun, definitely.
A lot of activities.
Yes. It was very nice. I loved the little pool area, the lazy river. The lazy river just flows around. The little pool complex.
There's not many things better than a lazy river.
Oh, you got a
A hard working river.
Oh, Chip.
Well, that was Jim.
Yeah.
You ever do it's not that lazy, the lazy river at Atlantis?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Where it gets fucking pretty wild
some
around some of
rapids.
those turns and shit?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
The thing is trying to keep from getting hit with the jets of freezing cold water that they pump in there.
Yeah.
Although it was about 102 to 108 the whole time out there. It's hot out there in the desert.
But it's that dry heat.
It doesn't matter. It's an oven. It's
a lot of people
fucking
say,
oven.
But, okay.
The dry heat, when you open an oven and the
Right.
heat hits you, that's what it feels like.
We walked around when I was out there, and it was literally the breeze made it worse.
Yeah.
It was hot air being blown out. God was throwing hot air at your face.
Ouch.
It was horrendous.
Yeah.
Oh, they want to know if you met up with the Pawn Stars. Guys.
No, why would I?
Barry in Jersey.
Yeah, why would I go there? I mean,
No.
the show's bad enough to watch these days. I like their fucking little dramatic moments. Oh, what's Chumley going to do? Are they going to give him the day off if he goes to Subway and gets the order right?
Is it bad?
Now it's unwatchable. Yeah. It's fucking unwatchable.
Why?
It went from
because things
people
always get
coming
ruined
in
when they get popular.
Yeah.
It's true.
Instead of just
That's why this show is still good.
I was going to say, thank God we don't have to worry about that.
It was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
When they would just tell you about some of the items and stuff. All right, here's a little war memorabilia from something, and
right?
Civil War thing, and now it's like, oh boy, they're gonna have a contest. Oh, can Big Hoss or Chumley? Which one is gonna sell more shit that
it became
day?
More about the characters than the actual.
Do you care about Chumley?
I could give a shit about Chumley. Fuck Chumley.
Exactly. Fucking what is he, some fucking friendly Asian guy?
Chumley.
Chumley.
Yes, of course.
I'm very tired today.
Tuckered out.
Oh.
I've had it with that damn show. Yeah, so I wouldn't go there. And I hear, like, if you do go there, there's a giant line.
Oh.
And
they aren't there.
They aren't there. They're never there.
No, it's all their other.
They close the place when they film.
Yeah.
Because it would be packed with people.
So how do they get people to?
They have, sir. It's such a. It's obviously they're plants too. They're just like not plants. Oh look, the rhododendron wants to sell a coin.
Yeah, look, the orchid's over there hawking a fucking painting that's 2,500 years old.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than a bomb that the reference is really long.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so they have people that they come in there with stuff, and it's all set up.
Yeah.
All these shows are set up. There's not one fucking... Yeah, do you ever see that view on the show?
No.
Where there's people standing in front of the fucking
Is that how long of a line it is to get
waiting
in?
to go in,
Why? So
Just
you
to
could look
check
at
it
other
out?
people's shit.
hoping that Chumley's there.
Oh, look, it's Chumley. Oh, look, it's
There's
Big
old man
Hoss.
sleeping.
Oh, it's the old man. I got to sell something. And they think they're going to be part of the show. Like, they're going to be the ones that stroll up. No one else is in the aisles. Hey, how you doing? No one that walks in to sell their shit either ever looks at the camera and goes, oh, hey, oh, I'm on camera. They all know not to look at the camera. They're mic'd. All these shows are so fake.
So it's too bad.
Maybe,
Let's bring back real reality shows. They were fun for a while.
Why? When Duck Dynasty is just destroying
11 million people?
I don't understand.
Just leave that. Breaking Bad does like 8.
That's even amazing.
And Duck Dynasty does 11 million.
Everyone says it's the best reality show, though. I've only seen it.
I've seen a couple episodes. I don't get it.
There's a lot of women that watch that show.
What's it about?
It's just
because they want a
rednecks
mountain
that
man.
hunt ducks and stuff.
Rednecks.
I think they're known for creating like
Duck calls.
the quintessential like duck call. Like it is the best.
They invented
So
it.
they're rich, but they're rednecks.
Bloody rich.
Why are they rich?
Because
they invented the duck call.
and it's the best one.
Oh, you don't mean they do it with their mouth? They invented
No,
an item?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How would you determine? I guess whichever one has more ducks show up.
Yes, a bunch of ducks are knocking at their door.
Like if you do it, a bunch of flies come. Be like, that's the wrong pitch. Can we hear it?
Sure, I guess.
I don't know what a duck call sounds like.
Just imagine
I invented one.
Just imagine what a duck sounds like.
It was just like, hey, Daffy!
Oof. You are tired. Oh, Dr. Steve with this communique coming in. He went He went to the Pawn Stars place. He goes, the only thing they sell now is show memorabilia.
Oh, yeah.
So you walk in there, and it's all, T-shirts and fucking...
I don't have to deal with the horse shit anymore.
I was trying to see how much I could get for a mustache hair that had male semen in it. I have 300 mustache hairs that have a lot of semen, and they look lacquered. You hang them on your wall like a lacquered mustache.
We make a lot of different kind of duck calls. We got some wooden ones, some plastic ones.
They're
we
rich.
have a barrel,
Really rich.
a piece, a reed, and a wedge. Put all those together, and it makes a duck call.
Sounds like Dr.
We
Steve.
make everyone and blow everyone.
Well, that sounds like a...
Hand
they blow everyone.
Ew.
They leave here.
Wait, so you got to get
gotten
their
all
spit on your
mine
fucking duck call?
That's a damn good duck call, though.
That sounded pretty good.
And I'll test my duck calls doing that. They're all hollering and talking, and I'm
How
like,
unfair. What do you just murder the little things when they come up?
Fucking the most
asshole.
exact sound of all.
That's
the
like some
species
fucking
of
girl going, Jimmy,
Hammer
Jimmy,
for
come around the
all
corner
precise
here.
sounds.
I'll suck your dick.
Yeah, like the vampire girls in fucking Salem's Lot.
You don't realize how long I've worked on that.
He's the one that makes sure the sound of ducks in the wild is mimicked to perfection.
Once you get that sound,
that's good.
You got it.
People are always fascinated by the sounds we make on our wood duck call. Because they're thinking, well, how did you come up with that? And I'm thinking, what do you mean, how did I come up with it? I heard wood ducks doing it. I just listened to them, made the call to replicate the sounds that I was hearing.
It'll take probably 2 or 3 minutes on each call. But you gotta think we make like
holy
8,000.
shit.
Well, that's a lot of minutes.
Wow. That's a lot of fucking duck calls they're shipping out over there.
That's a lot of massacred fucking fat, happy, trusting ducks. They're not easy enough to kill. They have no natural defense. They make that noise. Bah, here I am. Bah, here I am. Bah. Fucking lazy assholes. You gotta have the duck come to you
to murder it.
Holy shit. Why don't you send out a duck tour bus that gets them on a little fake duck tour, and then you burn them alive?
How about you use a little effort?
A little
bit.
effort.
How about maybe I'll check behind this bush?
Why do you have to have the ducks come to you? Right. Hey, listen, I'm really tired. I want to fucking hunt ducks in New York City. What do I do? Well, listen, we do this all the way to the airport, and they get on the plane, and then we go all the way through customs. It's not like ducks are stealth, quiet. They're fucking loud animals.
They are very
hey,
loud.
where are the ducks? I don't know. Let's stop talking for 2 seconds. There they are. Oh, are they moving quickly? Which one is it? No, it's that fat thing floating in the water. It's the most shootable thing I've ever seen. You could duck hunt with a fucking with a boulder.
And that's not good enough. Now let's get those things to come toward us.
Let's get them to come towards us. It's fucking cheating. They're not hard to catch. They're not bats. They're fucking, they're fat, lazy lumps. They walk across the street. I want to duck hunt. All right, let's start the car and wait. They'll show up. There's signs that say duck crossing.
Yes.
You know where they are. They're obviously creatures of habit.
You know what I love about this show? This bit will be on Jimmy's next special a year from now. We're seeing the birth of a bit.
Yeah.
Right? This is one you'll fucking develop now.
You know, until you said that, I didn't think about it. I really
Oh my
should.
God, write this one down.
Yeah.
Especially because the show is fucking huge.
Get me this, C-Rock.
Duck Dynasty. Bill Burr's on the line.
Oh.
Mr. Burr?
Hello.
Hey, buddy.
How are you?
Bill, very nice to see you. Very nice to see you last night on Breaking Bad, making a return appearance.
Don't tell me what happens. I've missed the first 2 episodes. I've been traveling, and both hotel rooms have not had AMC.
Well, I'm sure you know you lay down on the money.
No. I know that. Obviously, I know that part, but I don't know anything else that happens.
Oh, okay.
Wow,
the only part of that script that I get. You know?
Yeah.
He's in the show, and he doesn't want any spoilers.
I know, he doesn't want spoilers.
That's crazy.
It's very good.
What's up, Bill?
How are you? I just called to say what's up. See how you guys are doing. It's been a while.
Well, we just got back from vacation, actually.
Yes.
So we had a week off.
I tried to call in Friday.
Yeah.
And it just kept ringing and ringing, and it was a really lonely feeling.
Yeah, I went out and shot some of those automatic weapons out there in Vegas.
Oh, you did that? How awesome was that?
It's pretty goddamn awesome. Yeah.
I would have loved to see your face. You're probably like those 2 parking attendants in Ferris Bueller's Day Off when they go over that hill.
Yes. Yeah, it's just something fun about shooting automatic weapons. I don't know what it is, but it is fun.
You know who's into that stuff? I saw on one of those shows. I'm the worst. I don't know the name of the actor. He was on, I think it was Freaks and Geeks or Undeclared.
Yeah.
One of the nerdiest looking guys ever. He was in that, Jesus, I'm the worst. That Tarantino movie where they killed all the Nazis.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was.
Yeah. Yes.
He was in that too. Now I guess because all the guns he shot in that one, he's like a full-on gun nut.
He lost his mind. Yeah.
No, he didn't lose his mind. They were kind of looking at him like, "Why are you into guns?" And he's like this. He's like, "I don't know, because they're kind of awesome." He had this big grin on his face, shooting him or whatever. So that's my first awful story.
Bill, are you going to be in the finale of Glee?
In finale of Glee? Oh, yeah, dancing shirtless in the cafeteria.
Holy fuck.
No, I'm not. That's a running joke I do on my podcast.
Oh, wow. You got E-Rock.
Oh,
How
E-Rock.
could E-Rock possibly think that?
E-Rock goes, Bill was in New Orleans filming the finale of Glee. He sings a song. He said it on his podcast.
Hey, Bill, are you the actor who killed himself on Glee? You're dumb, Eric.
Oh, my God.
Oh, okay.
No, I actually, I just use that as a running joke whenever I get acting work, because you never know if you're still going to be in it. By the time they edit it, you don't know if you're still going to be in it. So I don't tell anybody I'm in anything until it comes out. But I can't tell you. I'm down here shooting a movie called Black and White, and tomorrow's my last day.
Who's in that one?
Kevin Costner, Octavia Spencer, and a whole host of other people.
Wow. Damn Burr.
Fucking Burr.
Damn Bill.
You're just the opposite of me. Like, you don't tell people that you're in something until it comes out. I just tell everyone I'm in shit and lie. They cut me out of that. I had a big scene. Get cut.
Hey, how's Kevin Costner? You get to talk to him at all?
Oh, yeah. No, he's awesome.
He's a good guy, right?
Yeah, he's a great guy.
what I
Pretty
hear.
much I think everybody at this point, because there's so few films left, I think if you were a dick, you got the heave-ho. Because everybody that I've been running into is cool as hell. Yeah, he's one of those guys, like, you know, when it comes around to his point of view, you know, he's always there. Like, he doesn't walk off the set like, all right, well, I have a stand-in come in. He, like, totally...
Oh, yeah.
Goes out of his way to make sure, you know, you got somebody to look at, you know, opposed to some of the nightmares that I've heard where you got people, you're staring at a piece of tape, and they go like...
And they leave back to their trailer.
Orson Welles, that piece of duct tape right there. Just look at him and do your line.
Oh, my God.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Movie magic.
Hey, Bill, are you in any more Breaking Bad?
Unfortunately, I think that one might have been it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think that I'm also allowed to say. Oh, who's kidding who? I killed Walt. I end up with all the money, and I end up having a better formula.
What a great line that was.
You open a car wash.
That was a great line where your buddy there goes, yeah, Mexico. That's all I'm saying, you know. And you're like, yeah, 10 guys dead in a 2-minute window. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
Show's great.
Right. That's Lavelle Crawford, another stand-up comic. That's what's so cool about Vince Gilligan is he the reason why I'm getting acting work is because he took a chance, you know, of putting me on there. So then then we could kind of like just not tell the whole truth that I also did stand-up, because I feel like once you say you're a stand-up comic, that really screws you out of them either entertaining, bringing you in for a drama. So once we had the Breaking Bad reel, I somehow sandwiched my awful performance on Law and Order in there too. It looked like I could actually do some drama.
Yeah.
We sent out, and then I got a couple more, so then I had enough. So that's kind of the formula we do now. We just, if it's a comedy, we'll put the stand-up on the reel, and if it's a drama and I want to get in there, we take it off.
Oh, well, yeah, shit, yeah. And now you got that good Breaking Bad shit for your reel now. God damn it.
I know, right?
I
know. So,
and acting with Pacino and shit. Please,
Jesus, unbelievable.
Yeah.
I know. My IMDb page is a quick read, but I've paratrooped into a lot of good stuff.
Paratrooped.
No, that's literally what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how the hell it finally. You know, it's funny. People go, "Hey, you know, is it just now that you've wanted to start acting?" It's like, no, I've been trying right along.
Maybe you do have to move out to L.A. Jesus Christ.
For 20 years. But hey, I was also calling to whore myself out, if that's okay.
Of course.
Absolutely.
I got tickets go on sale for, we added a show at the Beacon. So the second show goes on.
Holy shit.
Fuck.
I just saw that when I walked by yesterday that you were there. I was walking by for lunch, and I see Wanda one night and you the next.
Holy. Bill Burr at the Beacon. Nice.
Yeah.
And a second show now.
Yep. And I'm going to save all the money, everybody. 'Cause I don't know how long this is going to last.
Holy fuck. Good for
Fucking
you.
nice, brother. When's it on sale?
That actually goes on sale today.
Okay.
So we'll see. We'll see
Cool,
what
man.
happens.
Two nights at the Beacon. That's awesome.
Are you doing 2 nights,
Wait,
or are you
wait.
doing a late show on that night?
To that night.
Oh, to that night. Okay. It's Friday, November 8th.
Yeah.
A 10 o'clock show has been added. Tickets go on sale today.
That's right.
10 a.m.
Part of the New York Comedy Festival.
Oh, my God. That's right around the corner already.
Oh yeah, and I was staying at the Signature Hotel by MGM, and you pop up on the TV there. You're talking about something to do with the hotel.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm like, holy shit! Look, it's Bill.
I wonder what the hell that's for.
Yeah,
Was it as awful as it sounds?
No, it was
Look
kind
at
of.
these light fixtures. When I tell my dick jokes at this casino, these are the best light fixtures to stand underneath.
No, it was good. It was actually very funny, man.
Oh, good deal. Well, I'm hoping I get back east before November.
Wow.
But if not, I'll just keep calling in with my mediocre stories.
Hey,
Cool, Bill.
I got to ask you about A-Rod. You're a big baseball guy. You got to be loving this shit, huh?
You know, I was enjoying it right up until everybody started booing him. I'm such a contrarian. Once everyone started booing him, now I'm just rooting for him to hit a home run every time. I just look in the crowd like, oh, who is this guy? You're not cheating on your taxes? And literally, I'm such a hypocritical piece of shit. The day before, I'm sitting there railing or going, you know, it's a Yankee. They're not going to suspend him. And then they give him the biggest suspension ever. And then, like, literally within 24 hours, let's take it easy on the guy.
He got beamed last night.
Well, that was a dumb move.
Yeah.
I don't watch much baseball anymore. I kind of tapped out. Well, it was like 3 years ago when Ortiz maybe tested positive for something. I just got fed up with it. I was just like, look, either get him out of the game or make him legal. But I'm sick of cheering on things that 4 years later you tell me don't count. You know, that didn't really count.
Right.
You know, all that excitement you had, and then we'll still let you keep the trophy. But,
yeah, all that excitement.
Yeah, everyone was all roided up, or maybe they weren't. And then you start looking at guys who are actually playing well, and it's just you're really thinking, well, they got to be juicing.
Right. Now, yeah, the second anyone plays well.
As the guy on juice. So I still love the game. Like I actually was, I watched a little bit of the Red Sox game last night. But who's kidding who? This time of year, your choices are that or like arena football. So
I do like the way that the Yankees just kind of jogged slowly toward the infield after A-Rod got hit, and the dugout, they just kind of like looked up a little. No one flying out of the fucking dugout.
That's what we said before the show. That's why A-Rod didn't,
didn't charge the mound.
He didn't
or
charge
anything.
the mound because he
He's
wasn't
like,
sure.
Come on, guys, let's get him. No one follows
He
him.
wasn't sure his guys would be behind him. He just stood there with that stupid look on his face.
Yeah.
Hate
I
that
gotta
look.
tell you, though, watching the Yankees trying to figure out how to get out of that contract and how A-Rod just won't let them, it's been one of my favorite things.
It is really fun to watch.
They've tried to humiliate him, and they pulled him out of. They benched him in like ninth inning of a playoff game last year.
Yep.
Basically in front of the whole country because everybody who's into baseball is watching. And like, did it bug you? He's like, no, didn't bug me. I mean, they're going to do what's best for the tape. All right, see you tomorrow.
Pay me.
Yeah.
Serves them fucking right, man. I'm happy that they're taking a beating on that. It's like enough with the big fucking name, waste of time, not develop a young talent. I'm really happy that they got kind of fucked with A-Rod.
Yeah. Oh, you know what about the Dodgers? I was psyched last year when they bought off. You know, the Red Sox became the Yankees somewhere in between 04 and 07. We've done the exact same thing, buying everybody in the league. And when we dumped like that $100 million worth of guys that weren't doing shit for us, and the Dodgers picked them up. I'm like, and then they weren't playing well. And it's like, why the fuck do we think because they put on a different uniform, all of a sudden they're going to be good? And now they actually are.
Yeah.
They're killing it out there.
Dodgers are just ripping it up. Holy fuck.
Well, they should. They bought $100 million worth of guys.
Right.
So that's another reason why I don't like baseball. It's just like they just go out and they buy their ways out of problems. And they keep saying, if the Yankees are good, if the Dodgers are good, if the Red Sox are good, it's good for baseball. I don't think it is. When you look at the NFL, is it bad for the NFL if Green Bay's good? They're in the middle of nowhere.
True.
You know what, Anthony? Thank you for that sympathetic laugh. I'm going to end on that.
It was more of a, wow, isn't that true?
Right.
Dead silence. You just went, true.
Ain't that the truth there, Bill Burr?
All right. Good night, everybody.
Brother.
Well,
Thanks,
Bill,
man.
So a second show for the Beacon Theater, November 8th, 10 o'clock show.
10
Tickets
a.m.
go on sale today at 10 a.m. All right?
Sure.
All right,
Yes,
Bill.
sir.
Later,
Thank
Bill.
you, guys.
See you, buddy.
We'll talk
Good talking to you, buddy. Bill Burr, everyone.
Big star.
Check out his podcast. It's great.
That was cool last night.
That was
Seeing
a
his
good one.
name up there in the credits. Like, oh, Bill's in this one. Holy shit. Breaking Bad. Second episode of the new half season, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Right.
Pretty goddamn interesting.
We got Wesley Warren Jr. coming up next.
Oh, yeah?
He's a guy that used to have a
132-pound scrotum.
Right.
It's now 180 pounds.
So what? I guess we have a lot of questions asked.
Yeah.
This guy.
Well, we certainly do.
How do you remove a 132-pound ball bag?
You say, Travis, get outside.
Oh.
I would have said E-Rock, but he's fast.
Opie and Anthony Show. Sirius XM. The Opie and Anthony Show continues.
Congrats to Coke Logic. This Gary Busey animation made it to Gizmodo over the weekend as like the strangest thing on the internet or something like that for that day or that night. Good for Coke Logic. It's been doing great stuff for us for many, many years.
Yes.
We got Wesley Warren Jr. coming in studio in a minute or two. He used to have a 132-pound scrotum area.
Kenny
Scrotal area. Huh?
Kenny was just smirking for some reason.
Why? Why is he smirking?
I don't know. Maybe he saw
What's
something.
tickling his fancy today?
Out there, he's
Why is he
shaking his head
laughing?
and
Why is he shaking his head? What's up?
Is it about our guest, maybe?
You guys are doing a good show.
Where is he?
He doesn't want to be. He's just waving now.
Kenny.
What did he do on vacation? Paperwork?
I got some things done that needed tending to.
An itemized list?
Yes. He loves a good list.
He certainly does.
Yeah.
What are we waiting for?
For him.
I am.
Just enjoy each other's company.
There's something on today's prep sheet. Anthony has admitted many times in the show that he met Groucho Marx, okay?
Yes.
Groucho Marx died 36 years ago.
Wow.
At the age of 86. And we have a connection to that guy right here in studio.
He met him while he was shooting duck soup.
I did not.
Anthony Cumia has a connection to a guy that would be 122 if he was still alive.
Wow. Wow. I believe it was in the very early 70s.
Fuck.
I was a very little kid.
Right.
And I remember, it was some big event. A Day at the Races, it was called, after one of their movies, I guess. And Groucho was there, He was in a wheelchair. He was covered in one of those old wheelchair-y blankets.
And there's a
over his
picture.
legs.
Afghan.
No.
But no one
picture.
took one?
No. I just got an autograph.
You didn't walk around with cameras back then.
I know, that's
I thought there was one, though.
I wish. Picture would...
That would rule,
Groucho
right?
Would be a good one.
That'd be pretty cool. Someone might have one.
I have it in my memories. Have it in my memories as a young child. He didn't even talk. He looked dead. His arm kind of moved, and he signed an autograph.
Where'd you meet him? What was it?
It was something called Day at the Races, and it was a big horse race event out in California.
He still had to do public appearances in,
I
in that
know,
state?
man. Believe me, I was like, even at that age, I was like, wow, what's he doing out
Right,
here?
yeah, he
Him
should
and Alice Cooper was there, and Artie Johnson from Ronan Martin's Laugh-In was there.
Jesus.
And, what was that other? Oh, there's like an actor.
Alan Alda?
No.
Peter Falk? Denzel Washington?
No, Ben Gazzara.
Ben Gazzara?
I was too away for Ben
was
Gazzara.
there. And the woman, the black woman that played the black woman on that on that show that was like
Sherman Hemsley,
very important to Julia. Julia was a show back in the day.
Julia,
about a single black mother. Go figure. And
what do you mean, go figure?
Well, it was at that time it was less of a percentage of the young black mothers.
Well, who is she? Cicely
was-
Tyson?
No, what the hell is her name?
Oprah Winfrey? Whoopi Goldberg?
Julia. Let me see. Has anybody got it here before?
Roxy Roker?
Well, no.
Diane Carroll?
Diane Carroll.
Diane Carroll.
It was Diane Carroll.
I didn't even know she was black until you said that. I heard her name so many times.
yeah.
Diane Carroll. It wasn't
She
that
was there.
Uggams broad?
Leslie Uggams.
Uggams.
Leslie Uggams?
Yes.
Leslie Uggams.
They named shoes after her.
Yeah.
Get Uggs.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Hey, this guy's going to walk in any second. I want to make sure we keep promoting Jim's special there. Jim Norton's latest special, American Degenerate, premieres this Friday on EPIX at 10 o'clock.
Yes, thank you. And epixhd.com.
American
EPIX.
Degenerate.
Yeah, it's
That's a good fucking title.
I'm really happy with this. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not saying that just to promote it. I've never been happier with anything I've shot than this.
It looks amazing. I was up there for the taping. We went in the truck to see how it looked, and even the stage you picked, and the colors, and oh my god, you're gonna love this. You're gonna
And please,
absolutely love it.
Please Be Offended comes out this also the 20th on DVD. I'm not promoting that as much because, of course, why would I get a real piece of that one? Boy, did I get fucked financially on that one.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. But
are you getting a little action?
Yeah, I got something, but nothing on the back end. You know, this one I own outright.
Jimmy loves getting some on the back end.
I really do. That would hurt less.
Whoa. Oh, shit.
A real dick in my ass would hurt less. In this fucking day and age, to still be getting ripped off. I almost fired everybody that I work with for that.
Wow.
But I don't know if it's them or just somebody who's not doing the right thing that's beyond their control. Like, I don't know if it's the guys I work
Yeah,
with.
now you do it yourself, like you did with this one.
Yeah, I will.
Fuck it.
I will.
Right?
I mean, I can't do what Louis and Aziz and Gaffigan did, and fucking Burr can do that soon on his website. Like, Bill will be able to release, if he wants, his next special probably on his website. He's getting to that point where he would get enough traffic to make that a financially really smart thing. I'm not at that point, but, you know, it's like nice to have some control over what you're doing.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Oh, shit.
American Degenerate this Friday on EPIX, 10 o'clock. Jim Norton's latest comedy special. It's great.
And they got billboards all over the place.
Yeah,
they
I
actually
saw.
bought billboards. I can't
saw.
fucking believe it.
And the open that he filmed with this special guest is terrific. It's on our Facebook page right now.
Yeah.
Just don't want to give the guy's name away because it's a nice reveal. Huh?
Two special guests.
Yeah,
but is the second one,
absolutely.
are they both on there? Only one of them is.
I'm talking about a special guest that we all know and love.
Yes, but I'm saying he's not shown in this.
Sure he is.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Hey, he comes in.
No, but not in the version I released.
Yaha.
Oh, boy.
Oh, shit.
Wait, no, it's wrong.
No,
Yeah.
they're both in there.
Oh,
Where
no.
was that gotten from?
Oh, boy.
The link that you tweeted.
Fired, so fired.
Is it bad, Jimmy?
No.
Okay. No.
He
goes,
walks in.
no.
Let me see. Oh! Forget it. I'm thinking of something else. Okay, yes.
My mistake!
Yes, totally. You're right. I thought I tweeted the wrong thing. That's why I'm...
Oh, so three?
Yes, there's another special guest.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm...
really?
Oh, yeah. That's okay.
Wait,
yes,
why did
because I wanted it to be... The actual special
Great
open is
description,
2 minutes.
by the way.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And we all knew. That's so sad.
I know.
It's the real opening is like 2 minutes and 15 seconds. So I tweeted part of it. I tweeted 1 minute and 30 just because it was a little bit faster and to get to it.
Gotcha.
Oh
Quicker.
yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
you should have known when I said we all know and love. That's not the person.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
the other person.
You're right.
Well, the other person, some of us love.
Yeah.
Not so much.
I'm kidding.
I know.
This guy doesn't have his balls to drag around anymore. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
what the fuck?
What's he doing?
Just
He was
follow,
like
just follow the
dragging him.
slime trail.
Oh.
It'd be great if he left.
Oh, really?
We were just saying that about you.
Poor Eric.
Eric,
just trying to be part of the group.
Eric, did you have a vacation? Because some of these guys had to work the last week. That's the
E-Rock.
dumbest thing ever.
I saw some pictures from E-Rock's
I had a
vacation.
mini vacation,
It was
yeah.
every fucking. It was every pinball machine and fucking old 80s video game machine.
Who's committing rapes on them? Eric went around raping everywhere.
Where'd you go, Eric?
I went up to Fun Spot, which is in Rear Beach, New Hampshire.
Oh, the famous fun spot from
King of Kong.
King of Kong.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it cool?
Yeah, it's 3 levels of just video games and skee ball and
Any of those idiots walking around though? That's what I want to know.
No, they
From
don't
the
even.
movie?
No, they don't even have plaques for those guys up there.
No.
Why? Yeah, that movie put that place on the map.
Yeah.
They just have little signs over certain video games that say where they were donated from.
Right.
Because apparently this arcade just doesn't buy games anymore. People just donate it to them so they have it. So it's like a museum, but you get to play with everything.
Oh.
Did you delete all your photos? How come I only see 2?
I put them all on Instagram.
Oh my God. He is a deleting
Why did you delete
motherfucker.
I can't keep track of all
No.
Stop
social
deleting
media.
everything.
No,
They were all on Twitter, and now they're not.
no.
What are you doing?
I put them all in one spot so it'd be easy.
Yeah, Twitter. That's where they were.
Yeah.
You played all these.
I wish you'd
old-
put all. That's just too
No,
much.
say it.
I wish you'd put all your bullets in one spot in your head.
Jesus.
It was just a wordplay joke. I didn't mean it.
He goes,
He doesn't have bullets.
he's on to you lately.
Did you play all the games?
I played almost everything.
How'd you do
play
on
Asteroids?
No, I didn't play Asteroids.
Jimmy's the champ at
But I
Asteroids.
played
as a
Berserk
kid.
and Missile Command.
Oh,
Ooh.
Missile Command.
Some of those old games, I don't know how people didn't have seizures playing it. The
Oh,
way that
man.
the lights were flashing.
Missile
on it.
Command will flash at you, yeah.
Right.
Missile Command.
Missile Command, Contra.
Billy Mitchell was there?
No, that was because I put all the games from Fun Spot. That was an event that we went, so I threw a photo up there with him.
Wait, so you saw Billy Mitchell just somewhere else?
Somewhere else, yeah.
So he's just hanging around the area?
He showed up for a tournament.
Oh
It's something
my
in New Jersey.
Fucking Billy Mitchell.
Sam and Dave broadcast from it.
Yeah.
So that's where we got to meet.
Guy's full of turkey.
Good old
Mitchell rules.
Billy
Like
Mitchell
him?
does rule.
Oh, yeah. That's one of the best documentaries I've
If you've
ever
never
You think
seen
he's an
King
ass?
of Kong,
Huh?
you gotta get it. I'm sure it's on Netflix and all that.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, King of Kong is a great documentary with
Eric
Billy
also met
Mitchell.
Steve Weep,
Steve
What's he doing?
crying.
smiling uncomfortably.
Yeah, he's very awkward just as a human being.
That's their claim to fame. What'd you do?
Yeah.
I played Donkey Kong well in 1988.
And Pac-Man.
And Pac-Man.
All right, okay, fair enough.
Did you see a kill screen while you were there?
No.
Were people trying
Any
for-
announcement?
Yeah.
Any announcement?
No announcement.
What is a kill screen?
Means those games never had an ending, so if you got to a certain point, the game just kind of freezes because it doesn't know what to do. So the screen just freezes, and you got to reboot the whole system just to play the game again.
Dream come true seeing that.
Yeah.
That's right.
Right up there at GameSpot. Fuck yeah.
Is it busy up there?
It was very busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you have to wait online to play games?
Impatiently with all your quarters?
People looking over your shoulder. Come on.
Oh, I put in another quarter.
Oh, he sucks.
Come on, I want to play pole position.
Oh, dude. That would suck. Did you play Tempest? Avoid spikes?
No, but I played Joust.
Did your poor wife enjoy this or no? Was she weeping in the hotel
Oh,
room?
God.
No, I went by myself. She couldn't go.
You went by yourself?
Yeah.
She couldn't go?
No, she had to work.
She had to file papers. in a lawyer's office.
Wait, so you just drove to New Hampshire by yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Oh, God.
E-Rock.
My family used to have cabins up there. So I went up there to.
Yeah, the
visit
key is
the area.
used to.
Yeah.
Exactly. Big deal.
Oh,
Maybe
what
again.
a lonely boy. Oh, what a
Andrew Gold,
Oh, very good.
I think.
No, Andrew Gold is Big A. Yes,
Wait,
he sings Lonely Lummox.
It's Andrew somebody.
Lonely.
Oh, Andrew Gold. You're right.
Andrew Gold for the win. Nice. Can we hear that? This is E-Rock's song for sure.
Yeah, this is definitely E-Rock's
He
song.
was in Montreal with us. No one
He's
saw him.
always alone.
He drove multiple states to play video games.
By himself.
By himself.
Oh.
It's kind of nice to be by yourself, though.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I'd go to
Think about
Disney
it.
by myself.
It was a fun
You do?
drive.
I would.
On this day,
Oh, yeah, in a second.
he weighed 1951. Oh, sorry.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, lovely boy. Aw.
They were great games.
We'll teach him how to. Yeah. Oh, there he is.
Turn it up.
Aw, the lonely boy. Just driving all alone up there at a game spot. Fun spot, whatever the fuck it
Is
is.
this what used to crank on the AM in the 70s?
Yeah.
Hey, man.
When I saw Groucho.
Did you have any road sodas?
No.
No road sodas for the big drive to New Hampshire?
No. But
some road gravy.
Somebody's using your term on TV now.
Really?
For road sodas.
It's an old term. It wasn't even mine ever. Road sodas. I didn't come up with that.
Oh.
Hey, let's get some road
he was
sodas.
the only son.
You driving with the top down?
He weighed a ton.
How many drive-thrus between here and New Hampshire?
Oh.
None.
None? Why?
He probably had a big soda in his hand driving, listening between his fucking juicy legs. A giant fucking Slurpee.
I had a Snapple, yes.
Of course you did. Iced tea.
Yeah.
Did you meet up with any radio personalities at any Cracker Barrel?
No.
Oh.
But all right, hold on. Let's break that down. One, I was looking for Cracker Barrel, didn't find it on my way up.
Oh.
Two, by coincidence, and I should have stopped, I'm driving, and all of a sudden I see on the side of a building Rock 101, and it's the radio station. I was going to go in and see Scorch, and I didn't.
Oh, what's wrong with
I
you?
was
You were
like,
that close to the great Scorch?
I should have.
Come on in. Come on in. Here's my warehouse.
I was near Manch Vegas.
How long of a ride was it from here?
About 6 hours.
Oh.
So you went by yourself 6 hours each way to play video games? How long were you up there? Where'd you stay? This upsets me.
It sounds awful.
It's terrible. It's fucking terrible.
It really sounds awful.
Where'd you stay?
A hotel on the lake.
Hotel
By
on the
yourself?
lake.
Yeah. I got there Tuesday night and left Thursday.
What, did you just crank your pud thinking of your scores?
Your pud. Yeah, did you protect the Nagel seed?
They have a whole community up there.
What do you mean?
Said I'm going crazy out there by the lake.
They got boats, they got water slides and mini
I know,
golf.
but you're by yourself. That's the weird part.
Did you take any pictures for my book? My boat's down there. Picture book.
Actually, yes, I did. I have a photo. I'll send you.
Wow.
But it was
So
fun.
it was fun. All alone.
Yeah.
Lonely boy.
You're a loner. You're kind of a loner.
I tried to get somebody else to go with me, but nobody was available.
Oh,
Nobody
man.
wanted to go. Everyone was available. We're all on vacation. Who'd you try to get to go?
Not anyone here.
Oh.
Well, who?
Well,
Like family, friends. Everyone was working.
that friend with the weird name that you did the show with?
Oh, Giddles.
Giddles? Did Giddles go?
Giddles.
Why didn't Giddles go with you?
Giddles is in the middle of editing a TV show right now.
Oh.
Giddles had better things.
Come on, Giddles. Let's go. Let's go road trip.
Is Giddles a good editor?
Very. He's worked on a bunch of big shows.
Oh.
So what does he do? He just edits?
Yeah, he goes from TV show to TV show. He edits per season. He did this on Showtime, This American Life. He did that.
Sounds like Giddles is pretty
Breaking Amish.
successful.
Yeah.
The one he's working on now is about old people who kill people.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's it called?
That's what it's called.
Old people who kill people.
I think it's like Helter Skelter or something like that.
Are they on purpose or accidentally because they're doddering and stupid? He hit the. It's a series called "He Hit the Gas Instead of the Brake." Fucking.
It's called L.A. Pier.
Some fucking old people.
Exactly. Accidental murders. Fucking idiots. The dumb old feet. Fucking, they get the tingling sensation in their toes. They go to scratch it. They jam on the gas.
I didn't know. I thought I had hit the brake.
Right into some fucking
I'll
child.
give you an indication is the engine roaring and you taking off.
Yeah.
Might give you an indication it's the gas pedal.
Fucking. How many people have they killed in parking lots?
Oh, God.
And it's always a street fair.
Vegetable
stand.
It never just takes off and kills them.
They panic.
Oh, do they panic?
It's like you've been sitting at this view with your hands this way for 48 years. What happened to you?
Should we take a break before the guy comes in? We're behind in live reads. I thought he was going to...
What happened?
We're being made to wait by a guy with a giant scrotum?
No, Roland doesn't
even have the giant scrotum no more.
I know.
Yeah,
Won't see that scrotum no more.
We got Wesley Warren Jr. coming in studio in a few minutes, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm a bit suspicious at this point. He
I
should
was
have been
told
in
5
here
to
by
8
now.
minutes he will be ready, bathroom, etc.
Okay.
And then I said, where the fuck is this guy?
I saw him go in the bathroom as I was leaving.
Yeah.
Maybe
I'll
that
be
was
back in
I forgot
about
how
20
big it was.
minutes.
Taking a dump?
Yeah.
Roland
Yeah.
said he texted his rep.
Is he fat?
Said chop chop.
Why did he text you? Why don't you just talk to the rep? They're right there.
They might still be in Stern.
Oh, okay.
I was told that they wrapped up, but maybe they're doing like a bit or something like after.
All right.
All right, well, then
Let's do some reads.
Whatevs.
All right, whatevs.
This is the Opie and Anthony Show. Opie and Anthony on Sirius XM. You're listening to the Opie and Anthony channel on Sirius XM.
All right, we got Wesley Warren Jr. coming into the studio, promoting the man with the 132-pound scrotum.
I like the fact they named the fucking thing that. There was no hemming and hawing about the name of it.
Right.
Not much left to the imagination.
And it's on tonight at 9 p.m. on TLC.
Yeah.
The Learning Channel. Wesley, welcome to the show, brother.
Come on in. Take a seat over there.
Down here?
Nah, we're good.
How are you?
We're easy.
Hello there.
Welcome.
Easy
We're on the
going.
air, actually. We are.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's how we work. We just kind of crank the mics up.
Sure.
Whatever the hell happens.
Pleasure to meet you guys.
Pleasure to meet you,
Pleasure.
Wesley.
How you doing?
I walk in carrying this orange hoodie here
Yeah.
because it's a symbol.
Oh.
It's a symbol of what I used to have to wear for a pair of pants.
Yeah, you used to have. I saw the pictures. You have
And
that.
it's, you know...
Well, what do you mean? What you had to wear sweatpants? You mean, or
No.
No. This is an actual sweat jacket. You know, it's a hoodie, hooded sweat jacket that you know. I realized in Las Vegas. Okay, I realized in Las Vegas that I had a closet full of hooded sweat jackets. Being from New Jersey originally, and I'm out in Las Vegas where there's no use for hooded sweat jackets, and I was trying to figure out what in the world could I use to put on for a pair of pants when I have to go out to the bank, when I have to go out to the store, to a doctor's appointment. And I couldn't find anything to wear because my at the time, my testicle sack was about 100 pounds.
Oh, my goodness.
Instead of 200 when it was on the day of the surgery on April 8th of this year. And I'm taking a look at these jackets that I have in there and these. And I said, you know what? I wonder if I can just sort of like pin up the hood so it doesn't drag on the ground. And if I can turn this upside down and stick my legs through the sleeves,
to the armholes, and then
I can
actually
have use in Las Vegas for my hooded sweat jacket.
So actually,
For
the
pants.
hood. You were wearing the hood over your scrotum.
Yeah.
Like that would
basically, upside down.
right upside down.
Well, I would pin up the hood. Actually, because it would, I would have to turn it down.
Oh my God!
Right.
And
just talking to the mic
legs,
so they can hear you.
Put my legs through
the armholes.
arms, and this would be upside. This would be upside down.
Right.
Gotcha.
You know, and
Holy
zip it
mother
up.
of God! Wow.
And that's how I did the. You know, I didn't know they had an orange couch on the Howard Stern show. I went in matching the couch with my orange hoodie from my original interview a couple of years ago. So this is a symbol of something that I don't have to rely on anymore.
Wow.
How did you, like, you go into the bank, if your scrotum was that big, how do you sit in the car? Are you sitting on them, or were you able to manipulate it so it's kind of in front of you and you're not crunching your own balls?
I couldn't ride in the car for a couple of years, basically. Wow. After I did the Howard Stern show in September of 2011, shortly after that, I mean, I couldn't get in the car.
Wow.
I had to sit in some sort of a van whereby I had enough leg room to put down a couple of crates in front of me, milk crates. Well, it started out with one milk crate before the testicle sac grew to whereby I needed 2 milk crates. But a milk crate and a giant pillow. And I lifted each side of the hooded sweat jacket. I used that to lift up my testicles so that I could place the testicle sac on the crate and the giant.
What a chore! What just as
then I progressed to 2 crates. You know, so I used to have a little granny cart or luggage cart to go wherever I went, or an assistant. You know, to take
carry
all
around
stuff
the
around.
How long did your assistants last? Was that a tough job to fill?
One of them's still with me. I was Monique's out in the hallway. But it is tough, you know. You're dealing with the genitals, you're dealing with that area that people, I guess, only tolerate wanting to deal with somebody for so long. And I kept growing. I didn't stop growing down there.
Well, let's start from the beginning, though. How did it all begin? Yeah. Did you have normal?
A lot of people are not aware of the lymph nodes that they have in their body, and to this day, I don't even know where all of my lymph nodes are. I mean, you know, and at the time in 2008 in May.
Wait, were you normal before 2008? Normal meaning just a normal looking.
At the time in 2008 when this happened.
Yep.
Okay. Up until that time, I may not have been proud of my penis, but I wasn't embarrassed or ashamed about it either, but I was kind of proud of my kind of oversized testicle sac that I had. The balls, and when they were loose, they straddled apart, and you know, at least I had that kind of, you know, something.
You had a big bag.
I felt that my masculinity felt very proud as a result of at least that much. And
what about the shaft back then? How was the shaft?
But unfortunately, because of those loosey-goosey, rather large testicles spreading apart there, when I hopped up as though I was coming out of a very bad dream or a nightmare, which I wasn't, but as though I was, when I hopped up onto the side of the bed so quickly as I did, my right leg slammed as hard as can be, as hard as it could have slammed onto my right testicle, and the pain was only about a dozen seconds, but it was so excruciating that, and I'm remembering this vivid like it was not just yesterday, but like it was last night. I pictured in my mind, guys, a tractor trailer wheel, a tractor trailer tire rolling off of my testicle. Literally, that's what popped into my mind. And I felt like, you know what? I dodged a bullet. But then the nighttime comes of this day, and I felt a sensational carpet burning sensation that wouldn't go away. I fell asleep. Next morning number 2 now, somehow, for some reason, from the last time I got up to use the restroom, and when I woke up for the morning on day number 2, I had a testicle sac when I awakened about the size of a cantaloupe or like a honeydew melon. That fast. And
did you break the testicle and it filled with fluid?
Yes. Exactly.
Oh my God!
Now what?
And not fluid in the sense whereby you can stick a needle in there and drain it out like a balloon, water in a balloon. It was fluid more in the sense of like a juicy Thanksgiving turkey.
Ooh.
So it's all
it all
mixed in there
like a
with
brain almost.
Yeah,
in the meat of it.
Exactly.
Oh man! What now? Why did you immediately seek medical attention? You did.
Oh, of course.
And what?
They'd never seen anything like it. They didn't know what to do for me. They put me on some kind of antibiotic in case if I had some kind of an infection down there as a result of. And I explained to the triage nurse and the doctor as to what happened, but they put me on antibiotics and nothing was happening to correct the situation. But I've learned from in the past, you gotta follow the directions of taking antibiotics and go through that 2-week cycle or whatever the cycle is to complete, because a lot of times you don't see results until towards the end of the cycle. So in a couple of weeks I completed the cycle and my testicles were not getting any smaller.
Oh man.
I rushed back to that emergency room as quickly as I could, and I said, well, you know what? I've noticed some some blood in my urine.
Oh man!
So they could take me a little bit more seriously.
Right. There you go. But you didn't notice any blood.
Well, I don't know if I want to go on record.
All right.
That or not. But I will say this: they took me more seriously, and they kept me in the hospital overnight. They said, "Look, you're in luck." Because there's going to be the doctor on the halls of the hospital tomorrow, doing his rounds that can look into your problem for you. All you just have to do is just stay one night. I had never been in the hospital except for when I was like 3 years old or whatever. I can't. But in my memory, from when I was 4 years old forward, I had never been in the hospital. So this was like, oh my God, okay, all right, whatever. I want this to go away. So I'm in the hospital Sunday night, Monday night.
Oh, man.
No doctor. Tuesday, Wednesday. Finally, at 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Thursday, when I was about going out of my mind, wait a minute, how come I'm not being attended to here? Why am I lying in this hospital bed?
Yeah.
Doctor comes in, examines me, says, well, it looks like your blood pressure's under. Turns out they were more concerned about my blood pressure when I'd gone into the hospital emergency room on Sunday than the testicle sac, and they kind of tricked me. I can't think of the right word I really want to say, but they tricked me into staying because I'm not going to stay in the hospital for high blood pressure. They got me to agree to stay, and I saw the doctor Thursday afternoon. I said, "Well," he said, "You're going to be good to go." I was good to go. I says,
"Yeah,
well,
what about my
this?
balls?
Yeah,
come on."
Exactly. So he points out. He says, "Oh, what? What's?" I said, "Well, look." He said, he points out the window to a building down the street, across the street, across and down the street, which is the outpatient surgery center for for UMC Hospital in Las Vegas. He says, "You've got to go over there. You've got to go over there. I don't know anything about this. I can't treat you."
Oh, boy.
Excuse me, you can't treat me. I said, So I go over to this outpatient surgery center.
Did you have insurance, by the way?
No. I go to the outpatient surgery center, and they told me, at this time, that really wasn't an issue. Clark County in Nevada, if you're not on Medicaid, which I wasn't at that moment, I got a Clark County health card, which could pay for all of my medical problems then at that time.
So they weren't trying to screw you because they wouldn't get
Not
paid?
at that moment. Okay. Not at that moment. But when I went over there with my giant honeydew melon-sized testicle sac, the outpatient surgery center said, "Okay, well, yeah, we can schedule an appointment for you to come in and see a surgeon in 3 months."
Oh, man.
So a lot of people wonder, why did it take all this time? Why didn't you do anything? Why didn't I do anything? The system is set up in such a manner to whereby, if you're dying, you'll be dead before you can get a lot of things taken care of because you've got to wait your turn. And you got to, and eventually insurance and how they're going to be paid, the players involved that you need to be of assistance to help you, all of that eventually comes into play and can hold up the process.
3 months.
And and so they just
that eventually turned into 5 years.
They just kept growing.
May 23rd, 2008, I had my surgery on Monday, April 8th, 2013.
Wait, so what happened? They say 3 months.
In California.
So what's going on for that 3 months, and then what happens when the surgery date comes? The original one, that you said 3 months.
No. That was just to be looked at, to be examined by a surgeon over at this outpatient surgery center. During those 3 months, I'm basically sitting on my hands. I mean, and I'm out there actually still trying to go out and make a living. I wasn't on Social Security at the time.
What kind of work were you doing?
Well, let's see, at that time, let's see, 2008. At that time, I was hunting around, scouting locations to put ATM cash machines. Which I loved doing that, and so I kept on running around doing that.
So you're waiting 3 months. You go to meet the surgeon, the original one. What does he say to you when you walk in and you show him these giant testicles? Had they grown by then?
Grown more, but slowly. The testicles originally, as like towards the end, originally grew only a little bit every few months. It got to a point after about a year and a half or so, maybe 2 years, it got to a point that for about 9 months, every 5th or 6th day, if it didn't happen on the 5th day, I knew, like clockwork, my brain was going to make my attack occur on the 6th day. I would get very, very, very cold. I would start feeling, I was like shivering. I would get cold shivers, which immediately led to my shaking like a person on epilepsy. Well, not epilepsy entirely, but I would start getting
tremors.
Yeah. I started shaking like a leaf all over the place. My muscles, my body would tense up, and I would just like shake. For about 45 minutes was like the quickest time, but usually closer to 2 hours. That episode would happen every fifth or sixth day, and then afterwards is when I felt it. I knew. I just always somehow knew that my ball sack was a little larger.
Oh my God! What was that shaky? Was it something with your pituitary gland, or what is it that made it grow? That was obviously your body pushing fluid into it or doing something, right?
And I was wreaking havoc on my on something in my brain was being affected by what was going on in my testicle sack. You see,
tell me about it.
At that
it happens.
You're not alone there, sir.
Yeah.
At that time, when I was lifting up my testicle sack to plop it basically into the toilet bowl whenever I would have to urinate, and if the back side of it rested in a certain place along the side of the inside of that testicle bowl. Toilet bowl.
It was a testicle bowl at that point, right? Wow.
Exactly.
Oh, man.
I would actually start to feel lightheaded. Or like I was going to have some kind of, I became lightheaded. My heart would flutter. So different parts of the body were communicating in a weird way with each other as a result of this.
So you meet this surgeon 3 months in. And what does he say to you that he thinks it is? Or what does he say? To come back in a month, or what?
There's nothing I can do for you.
That's what the first surgeon says.
He says I've never seen this sort of thing before. He orders all kinds of tests. So by the time I go and I get all these various tests done, and he says you've got to go back to your primary care physician.
Wow.
Because I don't know what I can do for you. I've never treated anything like this before. So he says, you probably have something like they have over in the continent of Africa, like elephantitis. We don't know anything about how to treat that.
Yeah.
So what eventually happened was,
Nagel syndrome.
I got a referral.
That's the scientific name for that.
I got a referral from the hospital to go see Dr. Mulagata Kasahan. And Dr. Kasahan, turns out, he was, and supposed to be still, the absolute #1 top urological surgeon in the entire state of Nevada. He says, my friend, nobody will touch you. Nobody will want to do anything with you but me.
Oh.
And he said, and the best that I can do for you is to do a clear cut. Cut it all off.
What?
And you'll have to urinate through a tube for the rest of your life.
Your dick, too?
Yes, everything.
Wow.
So my mind was
You can't leave the dick?
Oh,
fuck.
There's got to be another way.
Yeah.
This is not a cure.
Jesus.
This is not a cure for me.
What was he saying it was? He had to be giving you some kind of a diagnosis as to what was causing it.
Scrotal edema, a massive scrotal edema, which basically, an edema is caused, it's like a massive growth, which is brought on by fluids and whatnot, enlargement of your body mass tissue. And so basically scrotal edema. What they wanted to do, what they decided to do was to put me in the hospital at UMC. He says, let's figure out, let's try to see if we can do something for you. And so basically what they did was what they call a left inguinal hernia operation on me. And that was after my being in the hospital for 5 weeks and multiple teams of doctors coming in to examine me and look at me as if it's some kind of a test case or experiment or something. I mean, it was unbelievable. So in the 5th week out of 8 weeks total in the hospital, I have this surgery. After 8 weeks, I am crying as I'm leaving the hospital because I had a bigger testicle sac after 8 weeks than when I went in there to try to do something.
Didn't do anything.
Yeah.
How big was it at this point now?
I don't know, but it wasn't too long after. I was on the Howard Stern show, and they had an actual scale, digital scale there for me to weigh the actual testicle sac on, and it measured up to, went up to, the weight was 145 pounds.
Wow.
At that point.
God. And the skin could stretch that much?
Apparently so.
Apparently so is right. I know.
Me.
I'm amazed by that. You would think something.
Look, it's like a kid being amazed by how your penis can go like this to like that when you're fully erect. It's like, where does all that? How does all that come about from that?
Let me ask you now: would your balls feel solid, or did it feel like fluidy when you would touch them? Did it hurt to touch them?
You know what? It's funny. I could sit and I could bang on them like a drum.
Whoa.
You know, just for the heck of it, just to, maybe show off to somebody that was looking at me like, oh, wow, holy shit, look at this. I said, you know what? I can bang on these things all day long, and I don't really feel any pain.
I'm sure that wasn't helping.
But yet, I could punch them, I could bang on them, but yet, don't let me just slightly touch the edge of a door or the kitchen cabinet door. If that dings me, it was like the worst pain.
Why?
I don't know. It's the weirdest thing. The door could hit me. The corner of a kitchen cabinet, below the sink, I could hit up against that, or it can come out and hit up against me.
Yeah.
And it's like a very extreme, painful feeling. But I could slap it and bang on the damn thing with my hands, and I wouldn't feel that kind of pain.
So sex was out of the question, Wesley.
There was no question.
Right, okay, yeah, obviously.
No.
Crazy question, but was there any point where you, like, as a man, you get urges? Did you, like, were you able to masturbate or ejaculate in that whole time?
I've lost. Okay, the doctor says I lost all testosterone.
Yeah, I guess it kind of affected the testicles themselves. Too much fluid.
When you have I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe I shouldn't speak for everybody, but I'm just guessing that if you have low testosterone or no testosterone in your body, it's like the urge, the desire, just disseminate. It just goes away. And you can't miss something that you don't have a desire for. It's like, I guess a lot of guys don't have as much of a desire for an old lady that they might have had for a wife for 30 years, but some hot young honey walks by and all of a sudden, boing, it's like, if you don't have a desire, then you don't miss it.
At the time, this sounds like a weird question, but were your balls themselves bigger, or was it just this, like, the fluid around them? Were the balls tiny in the middle of all this?
Yeah, exactly. That's a very good question because the answer is that exactly. The testicles were still there inside of the giant mass of skin, and were still sunken inside of the giant body mass that grew from the testicle sac all around it.
So the balls hadn't grown?
According to Dr. Gellman, no. I saw a video last night in preparation for all this publicity today to promote the documentary that's coming out tonight at 9 o'clock on TLC, Eastern and Pacific Time, 8 o'clock Central Time.
I think a lot of
people
in the
Mountain Time Zone, I don't know,
Yes.
but I love you,
Yeah.
Salt Lake City and Denver anyway. But the point is...
It's called, sorry to interrupt you, Wesley, it's called The Man with the 132-Pound Scrotum. Which really, it sounds like a fucking
But it
Ed
was
Wood
actually
science
200
fiction
pounds.
film.
Yes. But it was actually 200 pounds.
Was that title already taken?
Good question, because if it wasn't, I wish they would have called it that, because that's what I had to be inconvenienced hauling around. That's why I had an issue with that title. But I just hope it's a successful documentary nonetheless. And I want to finish answering your question. When I was taking a look at a video in preparation for all this tonight, the British version is a little bit more graphic, and so I was looking at that. The doctor had to operate a couple of hours, a little more than a couple of hours, before he was able to actually locate the buried testicles. Wow. And he pulls them out, and it was like you said, like a movie. They're like two balls with a long, slimy stem, rising from the deep inside of the tissue of the sac. And he holds them up like this, and sort of like a baby with an umbilical cord. It's like attached deep inside there, and but they were basically the same testicles as I've always.
Do you still have them, or did he have to remove them?
No, that's part of the miracle of Dr. Joel Gellman's technique. He's only one of about, so I've been told, he's only one of about a dozen surgeons in the entire country that can perform this special type of surgery. Like finding a needle in a haystack is finding someone like Dr. Gellman to help somebody like me. And he is skilled at removing this type of a mass on someone while saving the penis and the testicles.
Damn.
My surgery was about 13 hours long.
Was your penis just the same, or was it mushed up on the top? Was there a pressure against it, or was it? How was your dick itself affected?
Originally, inside of the ball sack. Okay. Imagine, it was a gigantic, round beach ball type of, skin mass growth, and imagine like a heart dipping in the center.
Right.
Okay. My penis was dipped deep inside of the center. It's like I had like a hole in the center of the front and center of the ball sack, and that's where the urine would stream out of whenever I'd have to urinate, because it was deep inside there, and it never covered up the head of it.
Was there a smell with this? Was it hard to keep clean, all this, or no? Did you just have to take extra care in the shower?
Yeah, I just whenever I had to use the restroom, I always clean myself.
Oh yeah.
I just constantly do that.
It just seemed like a hard area to get to. I mean, it's hard enough to get to your back, much less underneath all that. It just seems like a difficult.
Also, I had the help and attention paid to me by a home health care attendant for a while. Every day, or she'd come, and that was part of her duties.
Didn't talk about that.
One girl in particular, named Passion. And
Passion.
Yes, and she looked for
healthcare workers rock.
Yes, and she was too. Yes, she was.
Yeah.
And,
yes, she was.
Yes, she looked like she would come over to my home after having gotten off of a strip club pole.
Oh.
And I tell you, and she came over with her special technique of knowing how to tend properly to Warren's testicle sac. Believe me.
Wow.
And you just. If you can't do it yourself, you got to have somebody come in and do it because I didn't want it to get any worse than it already was due to proper hygiene care.
Right. Yeah.
So they finally. How do you get to this surgeon? Because obviously the first time you go to the hospital, you said for 8 weeks. It's bigger when you leave. And is there a point, like, when do you start to realize this is hopeless? It's not going to ever happen, or start to feel that way?
Well, there was a point that I was basically given no hope. And so I'm like, wait a minute, come on now. This is ridiculous. I was depressed for 5 minutes, and then I said, there's got to be an answer. There's got to be an answer. There's got to be an answer. There's got to be a solution. And I'm getting tired of it as I get older, but I'm pretty good at solving problems or finding the right person or people that can have the problem solved. So I said, I'm a fixer, essentially. And I had a problem of my own that had to be dealt with. And I just put my mind to thinking of a solution. So what I decided was, okay, me and I got somebody to help me. I said, let's go online. Let's let's research whatever we can research to find the needle in the haystack. Those, there's got to be somebody out there somewhere.
StevenSinger.com.
So
yes.
What was that?
StevenSinger.com.
StevenSinger.com?
Singer.
Oh,
yeah.
Steven Singer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just throwing out a website.
right on.
Well, the answer could have been there. Though.
Never know.
Gotta check all sites. Right.
or how about, I wonder if anyone's registered walnuts.com. Yeah.
Oh!
But anyway.
Chip loves that one.
I was told about the Mayo Clinic. Why not give them a call?
E-Rock Clinic.
If there's anybody that can help you, it should be the what do you call it? The Mayo Clinic. So that's when I find out the Mayo Clinic doesn't only exist in the Midwest. They have a campus not too far away, because I'm from Las Vegas, right? In these last 19 years, right in Arizona. So I called up the Mayo Clinic. Oh, well, sir, I'm sorry, but we cannot give you any information pertaining to the possibility of what any of our physicians can do for you, unless you post $25,000 in cash with our admission when you come to see us. You go to admitting, and you post $25,000 cash, because we do not accept Medicaid, Medicare. You must post $25,000, and then, and only then, will we make an appointment for you to see one of our physicians to then treat you or give you an initial examination.
Wow.
So the initial examination was not possible for me unless I would post $25,000. And she said, as you would need care from the very first exam, we will deduct the cost of whatever.
Okay, that's not a fee just to meet with them. They take it off.
I bet that goes pretty quick, though.
Yeah, sure.
Mayo 25 large at the Mayo Clinic.
Yeah,
exactly.
So I knew
She went to the Miracle
obviously
Whip
they
Clinic.
were on the
cheaper.
outs as far as an option for me.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh shoot. Okay. So they're out there. Maybe there are others out there that I'm just not finding. So I thought, you know what? Let me put my 25 years or so of listening to the Howard Stern Show to good use. I said, I'm going to call and find out somehow how to get the number to the back office and get whatever numbers I can affiliated with Sirius satellite radio. At the time, it wasn't Sirius XM.
Because now you just got to get the information out there, get your name out there.
I got to find out
and find someone that could help you out.
Who in that Stern Show office would be willing to talk to me, know my story, and see if they would be interested in a meeting in putting me on the show, so I can get the word out that I'm looking for a specialist of all specialists.
Right.
And anybody out there, that could be of assistance, if I don't have the insurance to cover it, maybe some rich charity, maybe some generous celebrity. All I need is one, So I figured the male audience listening, which is pretty much male, listening to a show like the Stern Show is bigger than male and female audience of Letterman and Leno put together. I says, if anybody's going to understand my plight and sympathize with me and maybe want to help or offer advice or contributions or whatever, it's going to be a male audience that doesn't want to, that can identify with me and will not want to be in the position that I'm suffering, that I'm in. So I wound up, surprisingly, they were interested.
Surprisingly, no, I think that's pretty predictable.
They flew me in.
Let me ask you. Let me ask you. The plane. You get on the plane. How do you sit on the plane? How do you get gigantic testicles onto the plane?
Well, like I said, I'm pretty much. I try to be pretty good at being a problem solver, and I thought of the possible logistics of this. I contacted the TSA. I contacted the person that would be
Testicle Storage Association, I believe it.
I contacted Flyer Passenger Services at McCarran International Airport. I said, listen, I don't want you guys to think I have a
McCarran,
bomb.
that's a great name. McCarran, some big balls here. To put him somewhere.
Yeah, I said, I don't want to have any problem going through security, and I'm going to probably need a special seat on JetBlue Airlines for, I said, what can you guys do for me? And they coordinated everything.
So you show up there. Is there a special line for you to go? Is it embarrassing, or are you beyond that?
I show up there. The head of the airport TSA. I forgot what TSA stands for right now, but the head of the TSA was there. Some other airport highfalutin person was there.
Everyone with a cell phone camera.
And they had a wheelchair waiting for me.
Oh,
and
nice.
we
and
just zoomed by everybody.
We're now boarding our premier customers, those in first class and those with giant balls.
Luckily, I was barely able to. The bigger problem, other than the seat, okay, because they had plenty of leg room for me. I had a seat and then some for the open seat next to me. They were very accommodating.
Cool.
Didn't have to. The Stern Show folks did not have to pay for 2 seats for me, But the bigger problem was, I was hoping that I would not have to use the bathroom.
Oh man.
Those bathrooms are just a little bit tiny.
It's a small bathroom.
Yeah. So it happened. I'm like, we're flying. I caught the red eye on purpose. So
less people,
caught the red eye so I could maximize my time in New York. Plus I could sleep on the plane, but I woke up too soon.
Wait, you could sleep on the plane with 180-pound testicles, and I can't
Jim
fall asleep in first class? Jesus, you're amazing, dude.
Yes. But I woke up too soon. I wake up and on the TV in front of me it says News 4. Now, like I said, I'm originally from here. So it said News 4? Oh, we must not be too far. We're within range of picking up Channel 4 news on the TV.
Yeah, don't work like that.
I says to the flight attendant, I said, well, are we fairly close to landing? Are we on schedule for landing and, on time in JFK? And she says, oh, yes, well, we'll be arriving in about an hour and a half. I said, excuse me? I had to use the restroom then, and I was trying to wait.
Oh, man.
So, up I go.
Oh, no.
I squeezed, I was like couple aisles.
Clunking people on the head.
How could you,
and I'm lifting the testicle sack. and
like the guitar in Airplane.
And I get the door open there, little door open, and I'm like literally squeezing.
Oh, wow.
In. I was like, where's the gigantic jar of Vaseline? I need to slip in
my
here.
God.
Wow. And I get into the restroom, and I lift the lid onto the toilet, and it wasn't, and the door wouldn't close. My ass was keeping the door open. So finally, I was able to get myself forward. And I did not want my testicle sack to touch that toilet, and I was trying to hold it up, but once I got over the hole of the toilet, that's when the bathroom door closed right on my ass, because I finally made enough room for it to close. But from that trip forward, the testicle sack got too big for me to be able to take any other flights, because I would not be able to fit into the bathroom on the plane.
Unbelievable.
You see, because there was a doctor in Greece that came with high praise, Dr. Prokopakis, another needle in the haystack. You've got to fly to New York, and even if they put me up overnight here, there's about another 10-hour flight or whatever, 6-hour flight, 10-hour flight to London. Then I got to fly to Athens. I was like, I'll never be able to do all this.
Can't do it unless you're on a private plane.
So luckily, Dr. Joel Gellman was found for me, and I was able to hop in a van that was provided for me, and with my milk crates and giant pillow and the center seat pulled out so I could have plenty of leg room. And I
you help me with these testicles, would you?
I was able to go to and from Southern California, which is and stop at a rest stop or wherever along the way.
Sure.
Without having to deal with any kind of plane travel. So that's the one advantage of going to Orange County for to see Dr. Joel Gellman rather than going over to, out of
Greece,
the country or anywhere else.
Now, when you finally get the surgery and you wake up, how much smaller is your scrotum? I guess he cut all that extra skin away.
Exactly, but there's in the aftermath, starting about a few weeks later, there's some kind of a little bit of water retention, a little bit of a water retention growth there, and so there's some rough inflated skin around the penis area, and that has to be taken care of in a surgery that Dr. Gellman wants to do within the course of the next few weeks. But it's expensive for me to go to and from Southern California, $300-400 every time I go. And luckily I can drive now. But a rental car is not free. The hotel is not free. But I got to go have this surgery done. First follow-up surgery. If you imagine a hot dog, like a pig in a blanket. You've heard of the pig in a blanket?
Sure, I enjoy them a great deal at parties.
Well,
that's how Iraq sleeps.
Imagine that. You didn't realize that. That's part of the unique, wonderful humor of this program.
Yes, of course.
So, it's a little bit more humorous than what'll be on the documentary tonight at 9 o'clock on TLC. Right. But anyway, 8 o'clock Central. But the thing about it is that the penis, after recovery is full in about a year, it has been expected that the penis will be back to normal size. It will be exposed and back to normal size. But at this particular stage, it was only about an inch.
Oh man!
But the thing about it, a hardened, sort of like a silly putty type of substance, skin rather, with fluid, caused by fluid retention, grew around that.
Oh, wow.
And it grew up and then around to whereby the head is only exposed by...
Like it's circumcised again almost, right? Or uncircumcised?
Like it's uncircumcised, and I'm not used to being uncircumcised, but this is... it's like I'm uncircumcised with the penis inside, and it's got that little hole about the size of an eraser head opening right now, and I'm afraid that that's going to close up, and the slit of the penis is going to be closed up. And but I've been having urination problems anyway. They pulled the catheter out incorrectly, and I had to go to the emergency room about a month ago, because I could not. My body kept trying to urinate every 10 minutes. I felt like my bladder was going to burst, and nothing was coming out.
So
nothing for 5 hours.
You have to have this other surgery now, where they can kind of relieve that.
I have a narrowing of the urethra, or what they call a urethra stricture, which is Dr. Joel Gellman's specialty. It's only going to be about 4 or 5 hour surgery, supposedly, but as opposed to the 13, 14-hour surgery I had before. But Dr. Gellman says this is a more delicate, far more difficult surgery than the longer one was.
Does he have to go in through the hole? He doesn't slice your dick open, does he? Does he go through the hole of the penis?
He slices the what would be the blanket of the pig in a blanket.
Whoa.
He would slice the blanket that is the silly putty type
around it,
right, and get rid of that. But he has to also go inside of the penis to repair the where the passageway has been narrowed. Wow. So luckily I don't have to be awake for any of that.
Yeah, that would be awful.
Yeah, that would suck.
If you had to fucking hold the light.
Leslie,
let's just say it would never be sucked again.
Do you show the area or what?
I have done that. I did a little while ago on the Stern Show.
You don't want to show it?
I would love to see it.
Well, if it creates
more people watching the show tonight, of course it will. TLC tonight, the man with the 132-pound scrotum.
There's a representative I have outside in the hallway from TLC. The links that I am going to for the
to promote the show,
to
the
promote this documentary, hopefully will not go unnoticed by your executive VP that's in town this week.
You close the curtain. We just have to close the curtain. It's just the law. But it's honestly,
There's a guy sitting out there in the hallway, probably your security or something. I swear this guy looks like he's in the mob or something.
That's probably Kenny.
Yeah, he does.
But honestly, it's
stoic.
It's something we've never seen.
Very stoic.
It is medically. I mean, it's something you hear about and you see old black and white photos of, but we've never had the chance to see it for real. And I'm sure they showed it on Discovery anyway.
TLC.
Yes, for medical purposes.
Yeah. You're not the first guy we've had do this either. This is at least for a legitimate reason.
Oh, poor little Bobo has urinary tract problems, and
he certainly
And I see you have a towel there
For
that
leakage,
you
yeah.
for leakage. Okay.
I can't help but notice that New York Post headline there. A-Rod got beamed in Boston last night.
Yeah,
that was a good one. Yeah, he got nailed.
Now we can see the.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay. Oh wow.
Oh yeah. There's a lot going on.
There's
there.
a lot. The penis is covered up. It looks almost like an elephant trunk.
You see, this is what grew afterwards.
He's grabbing the right side of the upper right side of the scrotum, so it looks almost like someone has taken a giant penis and put it onto you. That's what it's shaped like, the side of the penis. And there's the hole
inside of this. Okay,
he's opening up the hole right there, and you can see inside the hole is where the urine will come out.
So it's completely covered.
Yes.
Inside of there.
Oh
but
wow.
It was not as covered. It was unexposed.
Oh wow.
Or it was, I guess you should say, my penis was exposed.
That's
about a month ago until.
It looks like a sign being swallowed by like a tree.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like. It looks like a tree. The root of a tree.
A tree just took over whatever you posted on it. It doesn't look that bad.
Comes to show in person.
You know what? It's something.
It's a freak show. It's a living and walking.
It's a work in
freak show.
progress.
Not as bad as it was before.
No, it's a work in progress.
Thanks to the miracle worker, Dr. Joel Gellman, and his team. Dr.
You haven't mentioned his name
Kobayashi,
enough, I don't think.
Dr. Kobayashi, the plastic surgeon extraordinaire. These folks did a wonderful job. Apparently, there were about a dozen surgeons plus the doctors Gellman and Kobayashi that were the team for 13 hours that worked on me. But there's much more work that
needs to be done.
Isn't that weird that Kobayashi's the hot dog eating champion from years ago?
Yeah,
at the,
you're right.
At Nathan's annual hot dog eating competition. Yes.
Well, it makes me crazy that we give money away to other countries, all this foreign aid, and here's a citizen, one of our own, who's obviously having a tremendously difficult go of it medically. It's like, you should be a priority. That could happen to any one of us. Any guy with fucking a pair of balls could have some kind of a freak thing like this happen to him. It's
And they say that it happened because you just banged your testicle hard, and that started.
Was that what started that?
I injured myself.
Unbelievable.
And it wasn't a conscious thing. It was just subconsciously. I don't know. Had this urge to sit up rather fast in the bed, and the right leg decided to just land right on top.
Oh my God!
It was like
Hulk Hogan's leg,
a freak of nature,
leg drop.
A freakish thing that just suddenly happened to me that makes me wonder, like, why would this sort of thing that's so weird and abnormal happen to me? It's not any kind of mistake that I made, some kind of a bad choice, or my being overly anxious to rush to do this or that or the other or anything else. So why didn't I just slow down and not do it? Just for some reason or another, I was like I was startled. I just something, a force of nature, caused me to just rise.
And how old a guy are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm towards the end of the prime of my life, but I'm about 49. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it happened the whole thing started when you were about 44, something like that. Was that?
May 23rd, 2008.
That was my birthday.
Oh,
get out of here!
I swear to God,
May
23rd.
Yeah. Now.
All right. I had a nice day.
That's
probably hard for him to be happy for your birthday.
I know, that's why I'm sorry.
Maybe do you have any kind of predetermination for anything in you that shows that you had some kind of a predetermination for edema or anything like that, or bodily fluid?
Other than
building
being over, the doctor will tell you that to people that are overweight or tend to be a prime candidate for this sort of thing happening to them.
Oh, wow.
And Who knows? Maybe if I was not overweight, maybe the injury of the testicle sac might have resulted differently.
Right.
But for that to happen, though, man, that's some kind of a gland or something in the body going haywire. An injury should not cause a 200-pound fucking growth. People get tumors like that in their stomachs. It's just
how many pounds did they end up removing? 100.
Well,
that's why the show they removed 132 pounds of the.
According to my understanding,
yes.
After they used several sponges for quite some time to sop up all the blood and fluid and what have you that was squeezed and drained from that scrotum, what was left over was 132 pounds of mass, body mass.
Where is that? What do they do
put
with
it
it?
into some kind of a. I saw this video last night. The British they dumped it in some kind of a massive garbage, medical garbage bag.
Wow.
You know, and apparently, I think they call it pathology. I think that's the department in the hospital that's holding on to it. But in Dr. Joel Gellman's 18 years of experience with no fatalities, which gave me lots of confidence, he says that he's never removed a testicle sac quite so large. The hospital has never seen anything of such a massive nature. Now, I requested that before surgery. I said, listen, is there any way possible that I could retain that for me to go home with?
After all, it is yours. Yeah, be able to go home.
I mean, I don't come from money, and anyone that wishes to email me to find out how they can be of assistance to me, benefitballsack@yahoo.com is my email address.
Benefit ball sack. It's a great
like
name.
going out to a benefit ball, BALL, benefit ball sack, SACK at yahoo.com. Look, I thought of the idea of putting it on eBay.
Oh, there you go.
You're not allowed to sell body parts on eBay, though.
Really?
Yeah, I think that they'd
those bastards.
They'd stop you.
So
There's got to be another way to do it.
Should have taken it to the pawn shop.
Yeah, in Vegas.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, what am I going to do with that?
Well, you know what? In Las Vegas, there's a lot of things that you can pawn that I did not realize. I went out to Las Vegas in 1994, and unlike, I don't know how it is here now, but at that time, you couldn't pawn your car here.
No,
or anything like. In Vegas, you could pawn your car, your truck,
anything.
boat.
Yeah.
You could take anything of any kind of value to the pawn shop, and they'll put a value on it, and give you money for it.
I'm starting to think that city is all about the green.
Jimmy.
Hey,
Wow, that is
that's a hell of a story.
That is something. As a guy, you listen to this and you do a little squirming in your seat there.
And the documentary, Wesley, it's been very, very fascinating. It's tonight. It's called The Man with the 132-Pound Scrotum. It's tonight, 9 o'clock on TLC, and obviously
Eastern and Pacific time.
Yes, there's a Central time,
Central,
and also West Coast
7 o'clock in the Mountain Time zone.
Yeah.
Okay, after you watch it, guys,
in Hawaii,
hold your balls a little tighter tonight.
Yeah, wherever you are.
Tonight.
And I know a lot of people have a hard time finding TLC, but if you have basic cable, it should be a part of it.
Oh, it's there, yeah, sure.
No, I know where TLC is. They have great programming.
Just go through the channels, and when you see a man walking very uncomfortably, it's probably Wesley. See the Wesley? It's an old John Wayne movie. But you're an interesting guy. What a great attitude. You're much more upbeat and positive than I probably would be.
And by the way, I'm not trying to put down TLC. Let it be known. TLC, I think, is more known for a lot of the great shows that a lot of people like to watch, but they forget that the show might be on TLC. Like what is it? Hoarders, Buried Alive.
Yeah.
So many people have seen that show. And, but a lot of people don't realize that it's on TLC.
Yeah.
And TLC is a great channel, a great network where, you can learn a lot from watching and be entertained from watching a lot of shows like that and a lot of documentaries like the one that's
penis was buried alive.
Coming on tonight.
Oh my God, penis buried alive.
And you were hoarding fluids for a while there.
That would have been a hell of a title.
Right. My penis buried alive.
Wow.
The man with the penis buried alive.
That is something, man.
200-pound scrotum attached. Yes.
Amazing. Well, it looks like it's a lot easier to get around these days.
I got one other question. When something very rare happens to you, you usually find someone else that has this somewhere else in the world. Did you ever come across others?
I got an email from somebody that constantly, well, semi-regularly kept in contact with me, who told me that he had an issue similar to mine, and he sent me, he emailed me photos of himself before and when he was in the hospital and after. You know, he's this guy from Salt Lake City. He's the one that went to Athens, Greece, and discovered Dr. Prokopakis and sung his praises like there was no tomorrow.
Oh, wow. How big was his?
His testicle sac, I think it was under 100 pounds.
It's
you know,
easy.
but you see, most people that have this issue,
it's a rookie,
have it way under 100 pounds. You know,
right? Wow. We're saying we got to wrap up because you got other press to do.
And
Wesley Warren Jr., this was fascinating.
Yeah, and it's also, if you want to help Wesley financially, you can go to benefit ball sack, one word, at yahoo.com.
Right.
And he's a real guy, and it's a real issue. Yeah. And, you know.
And, you know, what's also very appreciative also, people just, you know, they can't afford to do anything. But they sympathize, they send words of well wishes.
Yeah,
sure.
And I'm a complete total stranger, and the fact that anyone takes the time to care, you know, it touches me. It really does.
That's awesome.
Well, thank you very much. I wish you a lot of luck, and you know, keep in touch with us. Let us know how the next surgery goes. Of course,
absolutely, Wesley. Come back and see us,
Good
please.
luck. Yes.
Are you ready to read?
No, you get the hell out of here.
All right. I'm gonna go pee.
The Opie and Anthony Show on Sirius XM. Now, the Opie and Anthony Show continues.
Oh, my God.
I want to thank Wesley Warren Jr. for stopping in with his story.
Good luck, guys.
And right after the interview, did you talk about it on the air?
A little bit during the read. I said, I said, Travis, and he handed me the read. And before the big bald guy even got up, I grabbed the reed and put my face in the microphone, and that was it. Because I didn't want to make eye contact. I didn't want him to stick his hand out. But then I saw both of you shaking his hand.
Yes.
Now, he had manipulated that trunk-like device that has his penis inside. And he was actually fingering the hole. I know. And then you guys, shook hands.
I washed my hands before I peed, and then I Purelled them.
Oh, that works, yeah, for Ebola and everything, sure.
I'm sure Dr. Gellman would approve. Don't worry about it.
Dr. Gellman. Look at his pecker, Gellman.
And then, and then I touched my own balls because I had to go to the bathroom.
I washed my
hands. Now I get
Those
giant
big.
balls.
You should just touch your dick and make your dick giant.
Yeah, man. Why not?
What if your hands just wake up and your hands are all giant?
That fucking pigs in a blanket line, I'm going to laugh for fucking...
I laughed at it too.
I'm going to laugh for weeks at that.
Look, we're all on the same page.
Because it was
today.
so
Isn't it
quick
nice?
and brutal.
It was.
Pigs in a blanket. That's how you sleep.
It was good you had a good one and you kept trying.
I know. It was very hard to get out.
Mayo Clinic. The Nagel Clinic.
They
Pigs
call it
in
the
a blanket. There it is.
The Nagel Clinic.
I think Ant was bothered by the whole thing.
I was.
You get uncomfortable with that stuff, don't you?
I was a little, but you're right. I was a little bothered by it.
Because you were just throwing out those nervous lines.
I do. I get skeeved out. I get really skeeved out.
Would you hold the hole open and lick it?
God damn it!
Just asking.
Oh.
And then, did we mention that he farted during the interview?
Oh, that was a good gasser.
That was a good one.
I thought it was a burp.
Burp. Just fucking skin
cool.
flapping.
Yeah, he's a nice man.
Yeah, nice enough guy. I got no problem with him.
I think he likes Howard Stern. I'm not sure, though.
Did he mention him a couple
like
times?
Howard and... I wish you would mention the doctor's name just in case others are out there and need this.
Dr. Gellman.
Scrotal lymphedema. It's when there's a fluid.
There
When
was.
your pituitary gland causes the fluid to be fired into your scrotal area, and the skin's got a lot of elasticity, which will cause it to expand.
He does the best.
And the cellular growth increases, so the skin does expand. Will normally happen to people with obesity and other things of that nature. But it's, yeah, scrotal fluid.
He had a lot of problem with like fat. You could tell down there, like everything was just sinking. Once it gets all fluidy, it probably like fucking runs down. Like gravity just pulls it all down over his dick and everything.
It's like a big river sometimes. They want so much fluid.
Dr. Chip.
His balls are so big or something. They should put them on a gurney.
Jesus.
Operate on them with a big old saw or something. Hey, what are those? Your balls or something? Or you bring your own beanbag chair or something? Yeah. Got big mustache hairs and stuff.
Fucking Dr. Chip.
Oh, fuck. All right.
Good one.
We got three things to promote. We got Jimmy's comedy special. His special comes out Friday. Finally, American Degenerate premieres this Friday on EPIX at 10 o'clock.
And EPIXHD.com.
And the great open he filmed with a very special guest is up on our Facebook page right now. So go to Opie and Anthony on Facebook. Then you got Patrice O'Neal's latest album, Unreleased. It's out tomorrow on CD and iTunes. So please, we got a nice size fan base. Please, everyone go get that because it helps out his family, right?
Absolutely.
And it also, helps his legacy. I mean, his stuff is just unbelievable, obviously. And then our podcast number 14, that we weren't able to promote it last week because we were on vacation. It's out there for you to download this week or last week, I guess, officially. It's Joe Rogan and Papa Rock. It's a very good podcast, number 14. Go get it. All right?
Nice. I would like to tell you that the best gift to give a woman is just for no occasion or any occasion. It's called a gift of love. I love you. Oh, what's an I love you gift, huh? The gift that says without words how much she means to you. It shows how much love and appreciation you have for her. How you value her.
Stick your pecker in her.
Exactly.
That's the best gift.
It's something she can keep forever.
Yeah.
Like AIDS.
Yeah, you jam your pecker in her so hard her fucking wig falls off.
I don't think that's what Steven Singer means when he says...
You bend her over the bed, you cram your pecker in her till her fucking wig falls on the floor and goes under the bed like a dust bunny.
No, I think he means a beautiful piece of diamond jewelry. It's going to last forever.
You can make a ring for yourself and fucking dig it into her back and go, you feel my diamonds?
Yeah, you can do that, but if you want that ring, you should get it from Steven Singer Jewelers. He's got the perfect I love you gifts for the woman in your life.
Yeah.
Go to IHateStevenSinger.com. Do that right now. Steven makes finding the perfect gift so simple. Let's go right online, IHateStevenSinger.com. Steven's got free and fast shipping, too.
What's that?
Shipping. Available to all listeners. And with Steven's easy return policy and great guarantee, it's risk-free shopping.
You got to give her a ring to say you're sorry if you do something, like if you shit on the rug.
Who shits on the rug?
Sometimes I would watch TV naked and I would get so excited I would clap and I would diarrhea on the rug and my mother would go, Chipper.
Diarrhea on the rug.
Chipper, get up and go into the bathroom if you're going to do that. It was a green rug. And Lamar would rub my nose in it.
Oh, Lamar.
Make me clean it. He would say, yo, Chipper, you killing my heart on and shit.
Oh, what does that mean?
I don't know.
Oh.
So go to Steven Singer or something.
Well, sure, because you could get the best selection of diamond jewelry to say, I'm sorry for shitting on the rug.
Exactly. Even though you're clapping and happy, you're wildly clapping and you don't realize you're diarrhea on a rug.
Diarrhea.
Jesus.
Steven Singer Jewelers, it's the perfect gift to say, I love you or I'm sorry for shitting on the rug. The other corner of 8th and Walnut on the phone, it's 888 I hate Steven Singer.
Gotta go wash the back of your thighs. It's all over there. Your mother's like, I gotta turn my ring around. My Steven Singer ring, Chipper. I don't want to get all this inside the nooks and crannies.
When you diarrhea on the rug.
I diarrhea on a rug a bunch of times all over the back of my legs, on my heels.
Shit. Or, of course, online at IHateStevenSinger.com.